Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Gainz Gaming. How's everyone doing today? Just got off work a little while ago and figured since I don't really have anything else to do, might as well, do a stream, hang out. I do have my my farm account. We're allowed to have farm accounts in Lost Kingdom now. So that means I'm able to AoE barb while also hitting barbarians with my farm account. The way I do this is with two devices. So I'm on my PC from my main account, and then I'll be on my phone for my farm account. So we'll be getting like twice the amount of loot here, and then be able to send it all to my main account. So that's pretty awesome. Hey, Dark Knight, what's up? You just got a migration? Awesome. What kingdom are you in right now? Alright, I'm gonna send this the stream out onto Discord and Facebook, so we get some people in here. $23.90, nice. What seat are you guys now? Hey, Andre, what's up? Is it Andre or Andrej? Sounds Russian. Miladovsky. Sorry if I'm totally butchering that. I probably am. That's my bad. I'm never good with pronunciation, like with names. Hey, Jose, what's up? Oh, looks like we got somebody else down here. Athena. Yeah, so this is my farm account right here. Show you guys what this looks like right now. I did just send resources not long ago. So I got, and this is with expanded marches out in the field too. So 3 million, still 3 million troops in the city. And that's with, how many troops do I have on the map right now? I've got 1.3 million troops on the map. Because each march has like 270,000 units in it. Yeah, this is my farm count currently. I did figure out how to adjust some of the stream settings, so I'm able to have like my my donators over here. I readjusted the display to like cover up the chat all the way. Then I also got a donation goal here as well. So trying to make the stream a little more sophisticated, you know. Let's see if that connects. Perfect. I'm probably just gonna spend up like as much AP on my farm account as I can. Get as much value as possible. Hey, Wally Weaver, what's up, man? Welcome back to another stream. Appreciate seeing you here. See, is Heart's Desire still on right now? No, it's not. Bummer. I was gonna do more Heart's Desire because after doing it on stream the other day. Oh crap! Another one spawn. Bummer. But I get connected to that. After we had our stream the other day of opening up like 1,500, 1,600, I went out of town for the weekend, and I was gonna open up the rest of them, and then I was like, oh, I should probably just wait until I stream again if I can, but wasn't able to stream yesterday after I got home, so That's too bad, but that's all right. We'll save him for next KVK because on the bright side, next KVK we'll be able to get. Where is it? Oh yeah, it's in the mine. Like this thing, because we got the challenge quest of using 200 sovereignties, so we'll be able to get that. We'll be able to get that again, and get 200 of these. What are they called? Like the scrolls or whatever. So we'll be able to get that again, which will be nice. Because we still have over 200 right now. Yeah, 270. So we'll have plenty to get that. Video games, what's up, dude? How you doing? I'll take these two. I saw a gem node up here earlier. That's the one nice thing about AoE barbing, is that I typically, there it is, I typically farm gems at the same time, and so I just get like so much value, because like, for example here, like I'm AoE barbing with my Richard. I'm getting gems from the barbarians. I forgot to march with my farms, whoops. So I'm getting gems from the barbarians, and then I'm also getting gems from gathering. So I'm getting like 100 gems every 20 minutes just from my gatherers, and then also getting gems from the barbarians here as well, obviously. So tons of gems. This is like the best way to get gems, honestly. Yo, Seth, what's up? 1 week, one week until we get into action. That's right. I'm excited. Seth, are you the same Seth that's like pushing honor like crazy? Is this you? Ranked 12th in honor? You can see I've kind of been slacking with my honor. I haven't really spent a whole lot of AP. I have been chaining, but I have not been spending a ton of AP. And mainly just because I haven't really had the time. I do have a decent amount of AP here left over, but I mean, I just haven't really had the time to grind a ton of barbarians. You ever play Nile? Heard it's mostly ruins fights. I have not played Nile. I've heard mostly negative things about Nile, to be honest. Not the most positive things about Nile KVK. Most people don't like it, from what I've heard, what I understand. What is my gear with Richard? So, where is he? I have my top set of infantry gear on him, so this is what my gear looks like. So I got a lot of the Eternal Empire, Hope Cloak. Justin with the 5 gifted. Hey, I love to see you in here again, Justin. How you doing? I saw Chiscool made a video on your account. I gotta watch that still yet. I appreciate the donation, man. If you guys don't know Justin here, this is Yoda808. He is the most powerful player in the game, most likely again once he gets his troops back, after killing off literally 800 million power this last KVK. Absolute madman in Rise of the Kingdoms, like insane fighter. Not afraid to swarm anything in his path. He's amazing to watch fight. Thanks again, Justin. I appreciate it. But yes, this is my gear on my Richard right now. This is typically red or one on my Scipio. This is like my top set of my Scipio. I do also have this infantry set, my cavalry set there, and then my archer set. But this is what I run on my Richard for AoE barbing, and it tends to work very, very well. So this is actually the same expansion I had from Osiris League. I just haven't returned him back home to the city yet, just because I don't want to lose that expansion, or I don't want to have to pop another one. And these barbarians are like just high enough level, because they're 40, like 46 or 49 typically, and they're like just high enough level for it to be hard to keep my Richard alive without using multiple marches. And so this way I can be able to barb on my own, but now that I have my farm accounts here too, it makes it a lot easier to keep my Richard alive. So 2 march only to conserve AP. I was doing that earlier. Before I popped this expansion, I had like my Richard doing the AoE, and then I would have another March hit it like while I was getting the AoE, and then I would connect it over here, kind of like what I'm doing here with my farm account. And then I would just, you know, transition it over to another barb and then hit that other one with the extra March. So I need to start doing forts in my farms. They're just straight farming. Yeah, you get a ton of value from doing barbarian forts in your farm accounts. A lot more than you'd think, honestly. Like it's a pretty crazy amount of value you get from the farm accounts. And like I'll often during like off season, I'll do like 5 barbarian forts at a time with my farm accounts, and it's just crazy the amount of value you get. I might have lost this 49. Next KVK, I'm gonna 5 March chain. See, I don't know if I could do that. Yeah, I lost that one. That's a bummer. I don't know if I'll still get the bonus or the loot from that. I doubt it, honestly. I feel like I just lost that. Walked too far. Captain Yammy, what's up? You got another membership gifted. That's awesome. Yeah, I have the ability to 5 March chain, but I don't have the... I mean, they won't stay alive long enough. That's the biggest thing. And the other thing is finding... I mean, like, this looks really good, but it's so hard to be able to chain this correctly. And it's so easy to lose it. So, like, typically when I see this, I don't even risk this. Like, some people will be like, oh, I'll try to, like, chain, like, from here all the way up and around. And you could do that, but you could also get screwed over and waste a ton of AP going up there. So I typically just look for bunches. I do lose out on some value doing that. Like, I'll look for, like, close clusters like this. Which, you know, obviously, like, I could get better value if I were to look for, you know, like, the ones that are spread further apart but more barbarians. But I tend to either, like, lose one. Like, one will be with me and then run away, just like that last one did. But... I typically just go for the easier ones just because it's, you know, it's easier. I never tried that. Doing Richard YSG and WC Hera. Can't use Boudica Zulang because Zulang uses my equipment to defend in Lost Canyon. See, that's the other thing about that sucks. Is that since, like, I haven't returned my Richard home in, like, a day now. And so, like, on my defense, on both Sunset and Lost Canyon... including like my offense too, like both of them, I only have 3 sets of gear, so I don't have any gear on my Scipio or on my Charles Martel. And so I'm running like basically gearless in Sunset and Lost Canyon. So I get bumped out. Yeah, 373. I was rank 1 last night after I attacked with my farm accounts. So yeah, so I get absolutely screwed in Canyon because of that. It's almost ruins. Yeah, I gotta march in the ruins right now. What we got? About 40 minutes. Yeah, 39 minutes. Hey, Biz Player, what's up? I only have 2 marches that stay alive enough. The other 3 are like 2 to 3 chains before refreshing. Yeah, exactly. Like, sometimes I'll use my Boudica to chain. Like, I'll use her and YSG to chain. But, like, she doesn't stay alive long enough for it to really even be worth it. Because, you know, it's just... she just dies so fast. Even with my gear on, she dies. So, you know, I typically just stick to my Richard. Because I feel like that's just more convenient. It's better. It lasts a lot longer. I'm really surprised that my Richard is faster than all of these marches. Like, even my full cavalry marches. I guess I'm missing out on a lot of march speed, not being in Alliance. Because I'm still waiting for them to accept me back into my farm alliance, but... I'm doing Boudica Zuge now for chaining. Feels pretty good. That's good. Yeah, part of me like wishes I would have put more into Richard when I first got him, but because he's 4-1-1-1 for me, so he has like nothing into him. And so he obviously doesn't last as long because I'm missing a little bit of healing factor, basically everything else. So I do lose some tankiness because of that, but you know, I'm not going to put anything into Richard because he does the task that I need him to at this level, so I don't really care. How's your auxiliary skills now? I've been waiting not reach 5k points. I've been at 5k points for like a week now. I hit the point where I'm like, I put auxiliary skills on everything that I need auxiliary skills on, and so I'm not gonna stress about it, because I'm only running 4 marches as KVK, and like I'll be changing stuff around when the pass opens anyway. Like when we get the second auxiliary skill. So when do we get that? Right here. So auxiliary third skill, and then when do we get the? When are we able to do the next tier? Because there's like let's do this real quick. Like the ability to use like different commanders. Because like right now, like I can't use any of these yet, and so I have to wait. So sacrificial offering is what I have to wait for. Yeah, so I have to wait. We have to wait for here in order for me to be able to adjust things again. So right now I'm maxed out. I'm gonna be removing stuff anyway, so it feels like a waste. But there's nothing else I can really do here. So yeah, I mean, I haven't really done a whole lot. Hey, Apple, what's up, dude? I gotta make you an admin. Where do I do that? There we go. Yours is 5-3-1-1. I'm keen for the next pass in my KVK, trying to reach 1 billion kill points. Nice. Richard only barber, might as well make him peacekeeping at this point. Yeah, seriously. Doesn't really serve much else of a purpose besides like in KVK 1 and 2. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen you in here in a while. I appreciate you stopping in. How'd your, are you guys still in KBK? I haven't been watching that one enough. Hey, Florian, what's up? So waiting for the Freddy Caesar reports. That's from that, the short that I made. That's funny. I want to do 500 million next KVK, but it might be really hard in Nile. Everything I heard about is true. Honestly, yeah, Nile would be really hard to get 500 million points, kill points, I think. Yeah, I mean, there's just not a whole lot of fighting. Apple becoming a member. Nice, man. I appreciate it. Getting drained? Yeah. When are you going live next? I need to stop in one. And like for me in this KVK, like, I mean, typically this KVK is really good for kill points, Siege of Orleans, but I mean, we just haven't had any fighting yet. And you know, we're just waiting for our fight with 1v essentially. Our ally is 1446, like kind of made a really good recovery here in zone 5 and kind of retook this zone and are now trying to push 81 out of this area to give us a little bit more space. That way they have to come through here. Because if they can close them out of this zone 5 before pass 5 opens, that would be absolutely huge for us. Because it would give us so much more territory to work with against 1v when we entered the zone 6 fight, which is actually in about a week. It'll be on June 20th. So 8 days from now, we'll be having a pretty massive fight against 1v and company. I'm assuming 1v is going to come toward us because I feel like we're the bigger contenders on our side. But us in 1446 will have our work cut out for us for sure. It's very quiet right now. Yeah, 1446. So they were fighting 1781, and initially 1781 was doing really, really well, and basically closed out 1446, and then 1446 like somehow rebounded and came back. Can I show the kingdoms? Yeah, for sure. I gotta make a map here eventually too. I keep on forgetting to do that. Yeah, once I chain these, I'll show you the list of the kingdoms in this KVK. This is so hard to do on 2 devices. All right, here we go. So these are all the kingdoms right now. So we got 2112, 1446 already dropped Imperium. So just like I was telling everybody before, like all of us, like on our side, we're barely Imperium. 1079 is a little bit higher just because of our training. But we're all basically on the verge of A seed. And it showed because like 1446 dropped Imperium in like the first couple hours of fighting. Like the passes opened at like, I think 9 UTC, and I think they were out of Imperium by like 10:30 UTC. Like they were barely Imperium. So like there's a lot of people that are like, oh, this KVK is stupid because it's a 3v1 Imperium, or 3 Imperiums versus 1 Imperium. But keep in mind the 1 Imperium is like literally 4 billion more power than 1079. So it'll be a fun KVK. I'm really excited to go up against 1v because we were allied with them last KVK, and this time we'll be fighting them. So we're excited for that matchup for sure. Check Division 12 for OL. Look how great Lilith matches. You should see ours too. We're gonna be fighting HOB. Whoops, wrong account. And if you guys don't know HOB, that is 1429's top alliance. I think, what rank or which division are we? We'll look at yours first, Division 12. Let's see. Holy crap, 5.3. This is 1034. Yeah, I mean, typically what Lilith does with this is they really give power the priority. And so what a lot of people will do is in the first stages, they'll just load up as much power as possible, like this, for example. And Lilith will purposely match them with lower power kingdoms or teams, simply to let them basically like pass by the first round easily, because like it's basically just like a free pass through the first round without having to allow lower power alliances to get through. So it makes it easier for their matchmaking later on, so they kind of just screw over the little guys right away rather than have to worry about it later. I'm not in SOL, I'm in TOL, which is our second team. And so we won our last one. Let's see if we can find it. But like I said, we're gonna be facing HOB, which I don't know how we're gonna win that. I think we're in 20? No. No, we're around here. It's tough because I'm in S right now. Here we go. Yeah, so HOB and T79. So T79, we have 2.7 billion power, and then HOB has 3.2. So it's not a huge difference, but HOB is their top alliance. Like they're a 1 alliance kingdom now, and like our second team got matched with their first team. You face a 1.5 bill and you're 4 bill. Holy crap! This is not an easy pool. Do you think zeroing the Kingdom's King does anything to the will to fight? It could. Really depends on how good of a king they are, I guess. Like if the kingdom really likes the king, it could be like a drop to morale. Especially if they're like completely zeroed. But if they just take a couple rallies, like that's not a big deal. But if they're like swarm zeroed and like everything is looted, that's a little bit different. What's my opinion about the new Civ? I don't think it's going to be really that important. Same with the like the new commander that'll come with it. They're probably not going to be very good. You did not pursue the main team because I don't have enough healing speed ups. That might be needed in OL. Yeah, that makes sense. For me, I think the main reason I didn't get in the main OL team, I applied for it. Like I wanted to play in the main team. I mean, I just wanted to play in general. But I applied to play in S because that's typically where I'm at. Like that's the alliance I'm in. And I think the main reason why I'm not on the OL team is mainly just because, what the heck? Why is this thing running already? I barely even moved. Is mainly because of my VIP. Because I'm VIP 16, which is a pretty big difference between VIP 16 and VIP 17 and 18. Like, it's a very noticeable difference on the field. Which makes sense. Like, I'd probably rather have someone who's VIP 18 that might have a little bit worse equipment, or the equivalent equipment, and, you know, probably do better, so... Please do it if you're in 1930. I'm assuming you don't like the king in 1930. Should probably go heal this troop. I don't know why this one's dying so fast. That one's it's a Boudica Alex. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, hopefully next time. I mean, VIP is something I've always had really low VIP. Like I was VIP 15 when I got here, and in like the first month of just opening gold chests, because we went to KVK right away, and it got me to VIP 16 pretty quickly. And now we are like 813,000 away from VIP 17. So I've gotten like 250, 300,000 VIP since I've gotten here, which is quite a bit. Like that's a lot of VIP for me. Allegedly, he sold the king title to a foreign group and then turned on them after they had paid and transferred to him? What? No way, that's crazy. I mean, I think that it's kind of dumb to sell kingdoms, or buy kingdoms in that case. It'd be a lot easier just to take it over. I guess you could like buy your way in and then take it over. When's the next pass open? The next pass opens June 20th, around 15 UTC. So we'll be entering it up here. And then I don't know if we're going to be fighting over here or not. Let's see, who's this? Is this 1v? Yeah. So 1v is touching both these passes, so I don't know if they're going to split. They might just go... I mean, this side, our allies are controlling entirely. They've boxed in 2050. I mean, 2050 obviously has this zone over here that they're safe, so they can still get into the zone. I think it really depends on if 1v thinks they have a better shot of winning the zone with 1781 or with 2050. Either way, we're going to get a fight. It's either going to be with 1781 and 1v up here, or with 2050 and 1v down here. So it'll be one of the two. We're going to get a fight no matter what, unless they don't fight at all, which I don't think will happen. But yeah, we should get a fight regardless of what happens. So I'll probably be streaming like pretty much all day that day. Yeah, I mean, I took the full day off of work, so I should be streaming like pretty much all day. What do you think will happen when Lilith implements a max of 300 people to fight in KVK? So I don't know if it's going to be that little. It very well could be, like just the top 300 get to fight. But I think when they officially do that, it will 100% be the complete death of Imperium Kingdoms. Like without a question, it'll be the death of Imperiums. Now we have a small civil war, which is kind of fun. I'm kind of rooting for the new guys, but honestly, I don't like any of them. I'm just waiting until I have enough passports. That's too bad. See, that's like no fun if you're like worrying about getting zeroed like every day, and like you can't really progress your account because everybody's afraid of getting zeroed. Like that's just not really fun. Might be fun for a couple days, and then it's like, oh well, I'm ready for this to be done. Because you know, like that's not the purpose of the game. Like there can be fun in Civil Wars, but Dread came to 2605, really? Man, you got everybody over there. What are the odds that 2605 becomes an Imperium Kingdom again? Or not again, but like becomes the new 1254? That would be kind of funny. I've been spending all my money on Crystal Tech, and it would suck if we can't have a lot of fighting. Have you like done like all the pop-ups, and did you like max what's it called? Whatever the crystal bundle is. Why am I forgetting what that's called? Mountain Warfare. Did you max that Mountain Warfare too? You're in A seed right now? Yeah, I would expect you guys to be in A seed already. Zero will make the transfer way cheaper. That's true. It's the same 7 people in every single MGE, so there's not a reason to stay just to boost them. That's fair, yeah. I mean, it depends if you're in KVK or if you're in Home Kingdom. Because if you're in KVK, like getting zero there, not a big deal. But getting zero in Home Kingdom, that's a big deal. Because you're going to lose everything, essentially. They'll be closer to the old 75 than 254. The Walmart 60 GT. That's funny. $60 GT when you buy it from Wish. You bought everything every day? Like including Conqueror's Real? Like you max this out every day? I didn't do any of the Mountain Warfare, or I haven't done any Conqueror's Will either. The only thing I've done is pop-ups. See, how much honor do I have in my farm right now? 2,300? Like nothing. I'm gonna have to heal my farm account. That's the best one. Mountain Warfare is awesome. Yeah, I got Mountain Warfare last KVK. That's the one and only time I've gotten it. We're in Home Kingdom at the moment, but I have too much power compared to how bad I am at the game anyway. What power are you at right now? I thought we'd be fighting this zone, but I'm glad we're not. Yeah, I thought we were going to be fighting right now too. I wish we were. But I mean, it actually did kind of come at a good time for me, because I think when the passes opened, like that's when I had that's when I was like in the ER. So I'm glad we didn't have that or have fighting when I was in the ER. I actually today I got set up with it's called a Holter Monitor. It's basically just like a heart monitor that just tracks like your heart rhythm and looks for, you know, irregularities and just basically make sure that you're not having irregular heartbeats. So it's been tracking that all day. I get to take it off tomorrow, which I'm excited for because it is incredibly uncomfortable. It's basically like, if you guys have ever had like an EKG before, they put like electrodes on your chest, and so I have like 6 wires on my chest, and like a 3-pound, like, looks like a cell phone kind of, or like a little cell phone, like one from like 2005. So like a little handheld device that tracks like the heart rhythm, and then it connects to the electrodes that are then connected to my chest. So I got that put on this morning and get to take it off tomorrow morning at like 8 a.m. or something. Just have to wear it for 24 hours, but it's so uncomfortable because it's like really heavy. Do I have to have surgery? I really hope not, because I definitely cannot afford surgery. Like, I know insurance would cover most of it, but I need to put like a donation goal, heart surgery. I really hope I don't have to do that. 65.5 mil, but with full hospital. I have really low kill points as I am a low spender. Didn't really get into fighting until the last 2 KVKs. All previous just chilled with my friends. Hey, that's part of the game, is, you know, hanging out, building friendships, building those relationships. And like, for some people, like fighting, like in the early game especially, like it's tough if you're not a spender. If you're not a big spender, like the first KVK or 2 is like, it's rough, it's brutal, because you basically just get screwed over all the time. What might be the cause? So they don't really know what the cause is. I talked about it on my last stream, where we did like a health update. So basically, I'll give it like a quick rundown here, in case any of you guys were not in the stream, like what, 3 days ago? Yeah, so on Monday, last Monday, a week from today, I was like, I woke up, I was fine, didn't have, you know, any symptoms of anything, made breakfast, took a shower, fine doing both of those. And then I actually came into my office to do some editing, and oops, I don't want to do that on this account. So I went to my office to do some editing on a new video that I had created, and I started getting like super lightheaded and dizzy. And I was like, what the heck? Why am I getting dizzy? And so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go lay down for a couple minutes, and turned around to go lay down and lost my balance and fell. And I have really good balance too, so I don't know what was going on there, but lost my balance and fell, and was like, okay, that was weird. Got back up and I could not stand at all. Like, the room was spinning. I felt like I was gonna be sick. I wasn't sick, but it felt like horrible. Super lightheaded, super dizzy, super nauseous. And so I laid down. This is at like 10 a.m. Laid down, and like, I kid you not, it was like that until 6 p.m. I wasn't able to get up. I wasn't able to get a refill of water, go to the bathroom. I couldn't do anything. Like, I was basically debilitated for the next 8 hours. Like, literally just laid there in bed. And so like, my wife got home from work, got me dinner, felt better after that. Was able to go through the rest of my night fine. And I was like, okay, maybe I was just didn't have enough food in me, didn't have enough water or whatever. And the next day comes and I feel fine when I wake up, go to work, train a couple clients. You know, I'm a personal trainer, so I trained a couple sessions, and then I started working out, and that's when I started getting dizzy again. I was like, what the heck is going on? And so then I called my doctor, because I had to stop working out because I felt so dizzy and crappy. And so I called my doctor and I was like, hey, this is what I'm experiencing. Like, what do you think I should do? And they were like, go to the ER or urgent care, like, right now. I was like, is this like serious or something? And so the reason why is because, like, in my family history, we've had like cardiac issues and blood clotting and stuff like that. So that's what they were worried about, is like blood clots specifically, especially like around my heart, and like in my lungs too. And so they were worried about the blood flow and cardiac issues. So they got me to urgent care, or the ER, whatever you want to call it. And we did like an EKG, we did chest x-ray, blood work, blood pressure, resting heart rate, all that kind of stuff. And the weird thing, I've always had like perfect blood pressure, and my resting heart rate is extremely low, like not dangerously low. It's like in the 50s, so it just shows that you're healthy. My resting heart was in the 70s, which is not normal. My blood pressure was jacked up too. So they're like, okay, this is not normal, especially in a younger, healthy person, because I'm 22. They're like, this is not normal for someone your age and like as active as you. And so they were like, we're going to do more testing. I'm going to figure out what's going on. And so they did more testing. Blood work came back good. White blood cells came back good. What else? EKG was good. Chest x-ray was good. Like everything was fine except for my blood pressure and heart rate. So they're like, okay, this is really not normal. Like we don't know what's going on. And so they wanted to hook me up with, it's called a Holter Monitor. Like I said, basically it's just electrodes that stick to your chest and it stays there for 24 hours. So they can track your heart rhythm for 24 hours. And so I have that on right now. So that way they can see like over the course of 24 hours and just doing day-to-day stuff. So I get to take that off tomorrow. But that's like the latest with my health right now. Still not working out, just for a precaution, just because I don't want to, stress my heart if I shouldn't be. So I've just been kind of chilling, doing light cardio, basically just light movements, walking around, stuff like that, just until we figure out what's going on. But they think it could be vertigo, which, if you guys don't know what vertigo is, it's basically like when you move your head the wrong way, and it can. The way the doctor described it is like there's like bones in your ears that kind of like are like dislodged or like not really connecting to your brain correctly. So it basically makes it feel like the room is spinning, like basically like you just got off a merry-go-round that was going 100 miles an hour and then try to walk, like you can't do it. And so like that's kind of like what it feels like. And so they were like, it could be head trauma induced vertigo. Because oftentimes vertigo is contracted in your 20s or your 50s. I'm in my early 20s. And if you guys didn't know this about me, I was going to be playing football in college, American football. And my senior year, I was knocked out in the field. Major concussion, retired from any contact sport. So medically retired from that. And so they think that concussion, like the last one I had, the severe one that I almost needed brain surgery for, they think that that could have caused vertigo, and they're hoping that's all that is, because they can prescribe medication and exercises I can do for that to limit the symptoms, but they're hoping that's just all it is. But they're doing like all the extra tests just to basically ensure it's not anything more serious. Not that vertigo isn't serious, like it still really sucks, but they're hoping that's all that it is. When I was younger, I had a blackout for 1 to 2 seconds, which happened all while walking. Hope you feel better soon. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's scary to black out. I've blacked out a couple times. It's definitely not fun. You went to the hospital, so now you're in debt for the rest of your life. America. It was actually only $25 for me to go, because I have good healthcare insurance. Because I'm still my parents, since I'm under 26. Yeah, I appreciate the golden keys. Yeah, Seth, I really hope it is just vertigo, because that can be, managed. Got a family member with it, has to get shots every 3 months. Yeah, I've heard that shots are a really easy way to manage it. I mean, I would hate to have to go in for shots, but if it's gonna help, I'll do it. Vertigo is fairly common. My friend got it from losing his hearing during an ear infection. Jeez. My dad now has it too, and exercises help him a huge amount. Yeah, I know there's like some head movements that you can do. People say it like rebalances the crystals, but really it's just like moving the thing, like the bones that are like structured wrong in your head and moving those around. So I'm gonna start doing that, I think, this week. See if that helps at all. But Yeah, I mean, vertigo is very, very common. I absolutely hate American football and all the other contact sports. Yeah, I mean, like it's kind of funny, not really funny, but it's interesting because like a lot of people that like knew me playing football, they're like, oh well, at least like, and they like know that I'm a trainer too. Like, oh well, at least like when your kids are old enough to play, like they'll be really good football players. I'm like, no, my kids are not playing football. Like, I'm not letting them play football because I know how dangerous it is because you know I've experienced it firsthand, and so I mean they can play like basketball, baseball, something that's not going to give them a concussion very easily. Got to get that veteran medical free for life. So the other interesting thing is that I wanted to join the Marines, and they said that I couldn't, essentially because of my concussion, or concussions, I should say. I only have one diagnosed, but based off the swelling in my brain from that concussion, they estimated between 10 and 12 previous concussions that went undiagnosed, which is also really scary because that means that I was playing football with concussions like a lot, which is not good to hear. But yeah, so hopefully we can get it figured out and you know deal with it. But football, I think you made egg toss. Yeah, that's the American in me. But yeah, so like the Marines said that I couldn't join because of my concussions, because they were like, honestly, like if you're like within 100 feet of a blast, like you're gonna go brain dead because of your concussions. I think football has the earliest retirement age in sports. It does, yeah. It's like, I mean, when you get to 30, it's like, okay, you're getting old. And like you look at other sports, like people are playing to their mid 30s, early 40s, and like they're just fine. Because like the body doesn't deteriorate that early, but in football it does, because football takes such a toll on your body. Like, I mean, I still have permanent bruising from playing football, and like, I only played through high school, and it's just, it's crazy. Hey bro, greetings from Egypt. I need your help pairing those commanders in 3 infantry marches, all maxed out: Guan, Sargon, Scipio, Tariq, Charles, Harold, and Alex. Okay. Yeah, we can talk you through that. Should probably buy life insurance. I do have life insurance. Yeah, I got life insurance through work. So, or my wife is all set up if anything happens, thankfully. Which hopefully it doesn't, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Like, I'd rather have something set up and not need it than, you know, something happen and not be insured, right? True, I was in the Marines. Best and worst time of my life. I'd never do it again. I hear that a lot. Like, it's the best and the worst time of your life. Because, you know, being a Marine, like, there's nothing like it, honestly. But yeah, so Ahmed, definitely sounds like you're an infantry main. That's kind of my specialty as well. So out of all those, I think your best options are going to be running. Let's see. I think Guan Sargon is solid. Scipio Tariq is really good as well. And then you could also run Harold and Alex. So that's probably what I would run if I had all of those. But a couple other options that you could do would be running Guan Alex with Scipio, or sorry, Scipio Charles, and then Tariq Sargon. So those would be a couple options. I would probably do the first option. If I were to do one or the other, I would probably go with the first option. But I think, I mean, you're at a really good spot, like having all those commanders expertised, because, you know, you basically have all the infantry commanders maxed out, so definitely in a good spot. Hey, Ghost, what's up? Hamayan, yes, I am in the ruins. I have my My Lancelot way over here. What, like 300 kilometers away? 230? We can take a look at my tech here after I finish these barbarians. We got my farm account over here with me too. Still not in alliance though. I requested to be, but didn't accept me. Guess I'm not allowed. Right, let's see if we can connect with this level 43 barb. Okay, I can show my tech here in a sec. Not super far. Just because I haven't really done much technology. I do have a lot of crystals here that I need to use up though. I forgot if I finished up my bastions for the day or not. Oh, I lost the barb. But I got the level 43 one back. So, that's alright. Medical is terrible. Like, oh, you need stitches and bones taken out. Go back to work out. They take care of That's funny. I have a coworker who is Marine, and he says the same exact thing. He was like, oh, yep, it's basically like high school football, where coaches are like, yep, just walk it off, you're good. And like you have a bone sticking through your shin. You're going to KVK in 2 days? Nice. What kingdom are you in? Hopefully you have a good KVK. I'm kind of bummed that this KVK, we don't have any fighting yet. There has been fighting, but we haven't had any. $18.72. Awesome. We're with honor now. 33,000. Yeah, Seth, I don't know how you have so much honor. That's crazy. Where are you at? There you are, rank 12. You have literally double the amount of honor that I do. When are ruins starting? I think they just started. Oh, no, 5 seconds. Just in time. See if we can kill this thing. I don't have very many troops though. But we'll get some free value. We got 7 minutes of speed ups. Woohoo! Work policies only pay 1 times your salary and if you get disabled for 6 months or more. Work policies won't pay if you pass away. Sorry for the rant. I'm a licensed financial advisor by trade. When I see things like that, it kind of concerns me. So the one that I have is we have an involuntary life, which is, I believe, yeah, 50,000, which my company pays out to my beneficiary if I pass away, and then I have an additional 200,000, like on top of that. Like my employer does not have the greatest insurance, but the life insurance is pretty solid. The dental and life is really the only 2 good things that they have. Just doing barbers on the side while working. Keep pushed yesterday while I was asleep. Now look his honor. Dude, he was... Can we still see the ranks from... Oh, you can't. Whatever that event was, the barbarian one. He was at like 700,000 points. And like, I was on a not road trip. Went to a grad party like 4 hours away. And like literally 3-hour drive. I played Osiris League for 1 hour. But I hit barbarians for like an hour and a half, like with one AoE barb and then one additional march, and like I think I got 100,000 points, and he had 600,000 in that one day. So he hit like, yeah, 6 times as many barbs as I did in that one day. So he must have been just doing it all day long. I do not have children yet, Golden. I just turned 22, so we're waiting for a little bit longer. All right, Yammy. I'll talk to you later, man. Thanks for stopping in. I'm glad you got a membership today too. Big shout out to Justin. I don't know if he's still in here, but huge shout out to Justin. Oh, Jesus, this guy's far away. Take all the time you need. Yeah, seriously. See, for us, it's more financial than it is anything else. Because, like, it's the same reason we don't have a dog yet, too. Just the financial reason. Just doing the slow grind. So just training since our day one. That's why I'm so slow. Are you using Charles with Zooge? Or what are you using? I should have adjusted my Boudica, because I don't know why it's in the V formation. 22, now I'm feeling old. I'm 39. I am very young relative to a lot of other Rise of King streamers. I mean, like, if you guys know Jake the dog, I think he's 21, just turned 21, I believe. I believe there are a couple other ones that are roughly my age, around my age, but I think a large majority of them are like in their 30s or 40s. What I'm avoiding now is just hitting 2 barbs, taking the time to hit at least 3 barbs. Yeah, I think 3 is really where I kind of draw the cutoff. Like, I mean, sometimes I hit 2, mainly because I'm just, you know, hitting with my farm account too, so I'm getting some extra value. But yeah, in terms of honor, like, hitting 3 is really the best value. Cerulean Legendary is a nightmare. Oh my gosh. What did I do on Legendary? I did all but one. I think everybody but Ak. Ak and Hawk are the only 2 I did on Hell mode instead of Legend. Everything else I was able to do, but the teams on, like, the teams are just the worst. Like, that's why it's so hard, is because you get paired with people that don't know how to do it. And then you get people that just, like, leave right away and you have to restart, and then you find out your healer has the march speed instead of the healing, and it's just such a mess all the time. Hey, what's up, Rock Gamer? About Dragothian's heart surgery, any news? Hope he's fine. I haven't heard from him. I talked to him right before the surgery. I haven't reached out since. I should reach out, because I was working with him through like a workout plan, and so I should reach out and see how he's doing. Because I know that he's, like, not gonna be working out yet, but I should see how he's been post surgery. They patched that corner hack on hack too. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is that people don't know that it's been patched, and so, like, I'll put in the chat, like, that doesn't work anymore, and then they're all like, you don't know what you're doing, and they'll leave, and it's like, oh my gosh, like, it's just so annoying, because, like, they think that they're right because it's worked in the past, but now it doesn't work anymore, but they don't know it, and so then they get mad when you do it the right way. And then it's just, it's so annoying. That's why that one I typically don't do on legend mode, because it's too annoying. Do you do online consultations? I do. I've been doing some online training, yeah. It's I do it through my business here, Gainz Gaming, since I have an LLC for it. Since I technically have a non-compete with work, so I can't do it through my actual name. I can do it through here though, because this is a separate entity, which is nice. It's a little bit of a loophole for me to be able to do some online training and not have to pay most of it to my gym. So, because I pay over 50% of my commission back to my gym. Yeah, it's not a great setup there. But yes, I do online training. So if you were interested in doing that, feel free to send me a message on Discord. If you are interested in potentially doing online personal training or like programming or stuff like that. Because I do have I do like different types of programming. So like obviously for like the most detailed and like most effort on my end kind of training, like for online, it's going to be a little more expensive. Then obviously like you get what you pay for. Like if you want a cheap one that I can write you, like I can write you a cheap one. But typically I really only want to work with people that want to see the results. And so obviously that comes with a little bit of a higher price point. But I mean it's worth it because you're going to see the results for sure. So if anyone is interested, feel free to reach out because we can definitely set up something. Do you have any employees? I do not have any employees, no. I thought about employing my wife in some capacity, you know, for like tax purposes. But I have not gotten that far into it yet. If I had kids, I would hire them. I did just get a second monitor for my business today though, because right now I just have the one monitor, and so I'll be able to do or like get like a tax write-off for that since it's a business expense. I'm just doing chest, shoulder, then leg, back 3 times a week for longer rest periods. Also walking 30 to 40 minutes a day with my dog just to keep the blood flowing. People really underestimate walking. Like, I tell people, if you don't have time to go to the gym, walk for 20 minutes a day. Walk for 30 minutes a day. And one crazy thing, so I'm on like a maintenance phase right now. And I'm just like kind of finishing a bulk. But I did last year bulked up to 250 pounds, and then decided I was going to cut. And literally the only thing I did differently, I didn't change my workouts, didn't change my diet. The only thing I did was walk for 30 minutes a day. And I lost 50 pounds. I went down to 200 pounds. Did not change. Like I had my diet the exact same, ate the same meals every single day, same macros, same workouts. Lost 50 pounds by walking a half-hour a day. Like it's just insane how important walking is. If you live in the United States, you can open up a solo 401k. You can save up to 25% of your income and get a tax write-off, lower your effective tax rate, and save your retirement all in one shot. That's awesome. I honestly, would that count for like an IRA? Because I do contribute to my Roth IRA. And I have a 401k through my work that I contribute 15% of my salary to, which is like the max that I'm able to contribute. So I contribute the maximum I can there, and then I contribute to my individual Roth IRA. How long did I walk? I walked for a half hour, about 3.5 miles an hour at like a 5 to 10% incline, depending on how I felt. if I want it to be hard or easy, depending on the day. Hey, Payne, what's up, man? You can do all three. So would I be able to write off my Roth IRA contributions on my LLC then? Is that a thing? Same thing you do for people in health, I do with finance. We should probably chat. Honestly, yeah, let's chat. We should set something up for sure. You want to send me a message on Discord? Yeah, because I am really into the investing space. I haven't done as much recently, but I used to do a lot of trading. I just haven't really had the time to do as much studying as I want to do with it. So I've been taking a little bit of a break from trading, but I have been really big into like the finance field, which I do want to get back into. But yeah, we should definitely chat about that for sure. Also, the amount of speed ups I've gotten from this chaining is insane. It's awesome. Before you got licensed, you did day trade options. Yeah, I used to do a lot of day trading too. It's a lot harder than people realize. I don't think people really realize how hard it is to trade options. I think like at the end, I mean, I should look. I probably ended up negative at the end of the day in my options trading, but like there are some days I made an insane amount of money from day trading options, and then like the next day I would lose half of it. It was just like such a roller coaster of emotions, and like trading is totally an emotional thing. Like it's not even like, I'd say like part of it's a technical analysis, but so much of it is emotional, and like it was just so much of a roller coaster up and down feeling that I like had to stop doing it because like it was just way too much up and down for me, especially because like I was working full time, I was doing YouTube, and I was in school full time, so I was doing way too much and trying to trade at the same time. And so it just became way too much for me to handle, and I didn't realize that until it was too late and I had lost a ton of money. I lost like 6 months worth of profits in like 2 days, and because I had like finals and I was still trying to trade during finals, and then like the whole thing was just horrible. So I was like, okay, I need to like chill for a little while and stop doing this, and so that's when I didn't set up. I had my Roth IRA and 401k before that. I just threw it all into like a high interest cash account essentially, and now it's still just been sitting there accruing interest. 1,000 days in the game, still haven't unlocked Richard yet? What? That's crazy. Yeah, it's terrible. One day you're up 20k, and then 5 minutes later you're down 50k. Seriously. Like there was one day, I think my biggest day gainer was like 15 to 20,000, and then literally the next day I lost 30. and it's just like it's so sad because like I got home, I told my wife I made $30,000 today or $20,000 today, and then she was like so excited. The next day she was like, "How'd you do?" And I was like, "I lost 30." Oh my gosh, that was rough. That was honestly the hardest part, was dealing with the emotional aspect from losers. Because from the winners, like you're just so excited and like you just feel like you just won the lottery, and then you get a loser and you just feel like absolute crap. I spent a lot of it on this game too. Yeah. I had to stop too. I believe it's like gambling just for the technical analysis. Been doing 4 months of Forex before. Yeah. I started one of my coworkers got me into it. It's like what's it called? The Funded Trader. So I've been doing that for a little while. And honestly the same thing happened. Like, so basically how it works is you get set up with a demo funded account, and like you pay to get into it. You get like between $10,000 and $100,000 account, and you have to make like between 8 and 15% or so in like 45 days or like 30 days, depending on like the challenge that you do. And so I did like the $10,000 account, just a small one, because it was like 50% off. So I was like, oh, screw it, I'll try it. And I'm just trading the S&P 500 with it. But so I started doing that. I was up 500 on it, so I only needed $800 in profit. So I was up 500, like super easily. And then there's one day like there was news that it was like the not the debt ceiling, it was like before the debt ceiling, something that Biden said that just skyrocketed the market, and I had like a ton of sells, and I just got absolutely destroyed and lost all my profits. So I have to start from ground zero now. Hey Ahmed, I'll talk to you later, man. Good luck in your KVK, by the way. Hope you get some good fighting with those marches. Yeah, when I got my license, I started systematically investing instead of gambling. I wish I'd invested in Gainz instead of trying to go all back in. Oh, invested the Gainz, yeah. That's the other thing. Like, one thing I started doing later on, like I didn't do this when I first started doing day trading. Later on I did was anytime I would have a profit, like I'd have like say $2,000 on my account to trade with options. If I made like $300 in the day, I would take $300 out of the account and keep 2,000 in there. And so that 2,000 would be like my play money, and all the profits I would take out. If I had a loser, I wouldn't be able to deposit more money. And so it made me a lot more conscious about my winners and my losers, and also more conscious about what trades I was taking. Because like obviously, like if you know, if I lose $500 in this trade, then I only have $1,500 to trade with, like from now on. So you're a lot pickier about what you're gonna choose. You know, it's crazy. As soon as you lose all your money, the stock market goes through the ceiling. Seriously, I know. The nice thing though, I wasn't able to start my 401k through my work until I turned 21. So I've had it open for a year now. And so I started investing last April, and like in my 401k. Like my targeted retirement fund is like 2065 or something like that. And so I have a little bit more of a like risky, like on the riskier side, because you know I'm 22, so I can have more risk at this point because I don't need the money for another 40 years. And so I think I'm up like 20 something percent on my 401k, which is awesome because like I haven't had to do anything with it. It just comes out of my account when the money comes in, and I don't even see the money that goes into the 401k because it automatically takes it out of my paycheck. But it does make me mad about my paychecks. I'm like, oh my gosh, where's all my money? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm paying taxes and I have 15% going in my 401k. I made 322k in one day due to a company I was heavy in, sold to a huge tech company for almost 1.2 billion euros. All of them was doing something I got from my grandma, so I stopped while I had. Holy crap. 320k in a day? Dude, that's insane. Nice, it's great that you know which allocation to pick. Most people don't. Yeah, I mean, it didn't really take a whole lot of research to figure it out. But that's the thing, you had to do research on it. And like I have a coworker who's I think she's about to turn 26, and um like I've given her so much crap for this, but she doesn't want to even like start her 401k because she's like, it's just so confusing. I don't get it. I'm like, you don't have to get it. Just put your money in this and leave it. And she's like, I don't know. I'll figure it out eventually. I'm like, no, just do it like right now, because if you start now, it'll be a lot better than if you start a year from now. And I still don't think she's done it yet. But it's hard because people just don't understand investing, and it's not really like, it's not rocket science, but you know, it does take effort to understand it. And that's the thing, like when people are intimidated by not understanding it, they just don't want to even try because they don't want to dive into it, you know? You can literally type this ticket symbol into Google Finance. Exactly, yeah. And like, I use Fidelity, and that's like what our 401k goes through, like through my employer. And so, like when you set up the account, it literally shows you exactly how to do it. That's the interesting thing, is that it shows you exactly how to set it up. It recommends what you should put your money into, and like it's just it's so simple if you just, you know, make a tiny bit of effort. All you have to do is sit down in front of your computer or even on your phone and like read what it tells you of like, this is where you should put your money, and put your money there, and you're gonna see gains. For your 401k account at work, oh, for your 401k account at work to see the historical performance. Yeah, the historical performance, because it's only a year old, and the market's up like close to 20% in the last year, which is crazy. It shouldn't be. We should be in a recession with record high inflation, but who knows what's gonna happen. It's probably gonna wait until after the election to tumble down, would be my guess. Because you know, it's gonna be hard to win a re-election if the stock market is falling. But that's my prediction, is that it's gonna crash right after the election. But yeah. I paid off the rest of my parents' and brother's house. Rest I put in the gold bars just because I could. That's insane, dude. Well, if you want to help me out with a down payment, feel free. This housing market is crazy. Like my wife and I are saving up for a house, and you know, the down payment on like just a decent house right now is just through the roof. It's like minimum 30 grand. And we're like nowhere near that. And so we're probably just gonna, you know, rent for a little longer. So we have a decent apartment. The thing that sucks is that we're just far away from work right now. Not super far. I'm like between a half hour and 45 minutes, and she's about a half hour. So it could definitely be worse. But, you know, I'd rather have a house to actually be able to, you know, accrue some sort of, you know, actually own what you're living in rather than renting it. Now you're back to being poor. Yeah, I can't believe that we're in a bull market right now. It makes no sense. I have a couple clients that are financial advisors, and they say the same thing. They're like, it doesn't make any sense that we're in a bull market, but take advantage of it. There's a story on Inside Edition about a company that scammed people out of money by investing in the gold bars. Gotta be careful with commodities and alternative investments. That's crazy. 30K is really cheap. No, 30K is like 10% down on a $300,000 house, or 15 down on a 200, right? Is that math right? I don't even know. My math is not working today. But I just graduated college debt free, So my savings are a little low right now. I also just bought new tires today for my car. $1,500 down the drain now. So that definitely hurts. Although for a down payment, I would be able to do like an FHA loan, so first time home buyer. So that'd be like 3.5% down. Your down payment is already a decent house in the Philippines. Forgot you pay to go to school. Yeah, I mean my school was really cheap, which you guys are gonna freak out at me saying cheap. So my school was like 20 grand a year, like including housing and food. I lived on campus the first year and then got an off-campus apartment. And I also got married between my my freshman and sophomore year. And so my wife and I got an apartment like right off campus. And so we've been here for like 3 years now. 3.5 years almost. And so we're fine being here a while longer, but we want to have a house because we also want to get a dog eventually and also just be closer to work. The money you used to spend on college loans can go into saving. See, I didn't use any loans. I paid fully out of pocket because I started working when I was 13 and I saved like literally every single penny to go to school because I knew college was expensive and I wanted an education. So I was like, I'm gonna work my butt off until I'm old enough to go to school, and then I'm gonna pay for it out of my pocket. So like I didn't have any help from parents, or I had a couple grants and scholarships that I won, but for the most part I paid everything out of pocket. I'm in university at the moment. We get paid to go to school. What? 20K per year. I get paid $940 a month just to be enrolled. What? Dude, are you serious? That's insane. Yeah, and the thing is that like this is the sad thing. So I got my bachelor's degree in kinesiology, so exercise and sports science. And I'll tell you that I learned more in the first 2 weeks of actually working as a personal trainer in a gym than I did I graduated early, so in 3.5 years of school. And like I'm also obviously certified personal trainer, and I'm also a corrective exercise specialist. And the amount of knowledge I got from those two certifications outperformed college by tenfold. Like it's just insane how useless college was for me. It's sad because it was so much money, literally $70,000. Because I graduated in a semester early because I took 18 credits every semester, and I went in with extra credits from school or from high school, and so yeah, so about 70 grand, and I learned more from like a $800 certification that I bought. It's so stupid. It goes to show that not everybody needs to go to college. Money from college and university, not primary school, whatever you call it, which comes before. So I went to high school. High school comes before college. So it's like elementary school, middle school, college. Or, sorry, elementary school, middle school, high school, and then college. So college for us is like university for you, or for most other countries. But yeah, so college is for some people it's great. For me, it was not in terms of the education I received. And the frustrating thing is I could have spent the money I had saved up for a house in 2019 when I graduated high school, and bought a house at a 2% interest rate or 1.5% interest rate, bought at the bottom of the market, and then had, you know, a nice house now for like nothing. So that's the sad thing, is that like it's like the woulda, coulda, shoulda. I mean, you had no idea what was going to happen to the world. Like, COVID didn't exist when I graduated high school. And that, like, just shook the entire world, so. One of my clients got a check yesterday for $20,000 for tuition reimbursement. They got a stipend of $3,400 a month. They're going to be loan-free in 15 months. What? Like, did they get $20,000 forgiven? Because I know they're like wanting to forgive some student loans, which I don't feel super positive about that. I mean, I think it's great that people are getting their loans forgiven if they aren't able to pay them, but I mean, from someone who started working when I was 13, like umpiring baseball games and, you know, mowing lawns and stuff like that so I could afford to go to college, and then went to a cheap college so that I could afford it. I mean, cheap relative to other colleges. It's frustrating hearing people saying like, "Oh, I want my student loans forgiven because I didn't know what I was signing up for," or like, "I'm not making enough for my degree to pay off my student loans." And it's like, well, then you shouldn't have gone to college, or you should have saved more money or gone to a cheaper school. Like my brother, for example, like he went to a private school and is probably well over $100,000 into debt right now, and not making nearly enough to pay that off. And then I went to a public school and paid 1/5 the cost. But like my wife and I both graduated debt free, which is awesome. Sets us up really well for not having to pay off student loans. But now we just have no money. Some perks living here with free healthcare, money for studying, and getting money from the state in case you are in need. But we do pay like 37% of taxes, but so do you. Yeah, that's the thing. Like when I look at my tax bracket, like it should be like in the 20s. And at the end of the year, like I look at it and like after I file my taxes, it's like 30 plus percent. And I'm not making nearly enough to like make that seem any like rational whatsoever. Like if I was making $300,000 a year, sure, I'll gladly pay 37% in taxes. But I'm not making anywhere close to that. I mean, I think I said this earlier. I pay most of my money to my gym, and like I get paid fully on commission. So if I'm not with a client, I don't get paid anything. It was just a check by the employer. Check for them by the employer. It's a crazy thing. They'll also get a stipend of $3,400 a month. Where is this? I want in on that. $3,400 a month is more than the average person makes in America, isn't it? To make it even crazier, their gross salary is already $20K. $20K per month? He's 34 and married. Oh my gosh. So we're making 250 grand a year. Just about. 270 grand including the stipends. What does he do for work? Because I gotta get into that. Because personal training is not cutting it on the bills. That's the depressing thing. Like, I love what I do, but it makes me no money. Like, I think I probably get paid close to more an hour doing YouTube than I do training. Depends on the day. Then if I'm doing like online training, I make way more. But if I do like training at my gym, like my rates are 120 an hour, but I don't even make half that. That's why a lot of retired American soldiers choose to retire in the third world countries like the Philippines. Yeah, I mean, like $100,000 there is like $5 million in America. That might be an exaggeration, but like it's crazy how much like American dollars go in other countries versus in America. Just move to LA and train the celebs. Yeah, and then pay like $8,000 a month for a studio apartment. My cousins lived in LA. I think they made like well over 200 grand, and they were living off of like basically the equivalent of, I think, like $40,000 in where I live, making over 200 grand. Like the cost of living there is just absurd. They had like a tiny little house. It was like worth $1.8 million. It was like a one bedroom, no, 1.5 bedroom, no, two bedroom, 1.5 bath. So teeny tiny. Barely bigger than my apartment that I pay $800 a month for here. And making over 200 grand. Their mortgage was like, I think, close to, what was it? It was over $10,000 a month in their mortgage. And it was just absurd. I mean, they had a beach view, but they were like, it was not worth it at all. You guys can live comfortably in just having $10,000 a year. That's crazy. She only makes 50K with the plan I put together for them. They're going to be able to retire at 48 with 7 million saved. Wow. That's crazy, dude. So what was your health scare? I missed the stream. So I'll give you like a quick rundown. So basically Monday last week, I was like super dizzy and lightheaded out of nowhere. And then that lasted like 6 hours. And the next day I was feeling better, so I went to work. And then like a couple hours later, same thing happened, super dizzy, super lightheaded. And then went to the ER because my doctor told me to. And my blood pressure was skyrocketed, my heart rate was skyrocketed, like my resting heart rate. They did like a EKG, heart cardiogram, and then chest x-rays, blood work, all those came back fine. They set me up with a Holter Monitor that I have on today, which is basically like an EKG but for 24 hours. And so we're gonna wait for the results on that, and hopefully they turn out good. But that's about it so far on the update that I have. When I'm done with school in August, I'll make around $6,000 as a starter salary. Then it'll grow a lot after 1 year of employment. I want to make 50K a month as well. Like 6K a month or 6K a year? Because I know like in different countries, like that's 6K a year is actually quite a bit in other countries. $6K a month? Jeez. That's like 70K a year. What do you do for work, Casper? If you don't mind me asking. Because the starting salary of 70K is really good. 6,500 a month measured in euros. Gotcha. I think you have like 20 minutes left here. Yep, 17. In the moment I'm in school, but when I'm done, I'll have a job as an IT consultant. Nice. Honestly, like IT is the place to be. Part of me wishes I would have gone into IT or like some sort of tech field. I hope I could go into YouTube full-time in some capacity, but I'm not sure what that would look like. Because, I mean, I don't make enough from YouTube to be able to sustain living. Like, not even close right now. The thing that sucks for me too, like even if I wanted to go back to school to like get my doctorate, to get like a doctor of physical therapy, something like that. Like I think the average physical therapist makes like 55 to 65 grand. Like that's the average wage. Unless you open up your own practice. But it's just not a lot of money, you know? Not in this economy, at least. Is it safe to expertise Nevsky Joan after 2-month new cap is coming? Maybe destroy this new meta archer. So I think Nevsky Joan is going to be really good for a long time. So I don't think you have to worry about expertising them. I think that'll be a very safe investment. The one I would advise not to invest into right now is probably Boudica. I would invest into Zeuge even with the caps coming. But like Boudica, I wouldn't really expertise right now if you don't already have your expertise. I would save heads for cavalry. Unless you already have a ton, then you can expertise Boudica, but if not, I would probably hold off. The cool thing about being a financial advisor is you can make a ton of residual money. One of the partners at the firm makes 450k a month. Probably manages north of 300 million. Holy crap. How do you make money as a financial advisor? Because I know all financial advisors do it differently. Like some do, like they do like charges based off like times you meet with them. Other times it's like X amount per month. Other people are percentage of like their trades, all that kind of stuff. How do you typically make money off that? You're gonna make ideas for how we can turn the organization more tech oriented, and then just outsource the work to the coders. Nice. And that's without bonuses. Okay. With the new investment products they have, you could probably make $2,000 a month for every 1 million you have under management. Wow. I'm not even close to having $1 million in my portfolio. Yeah, because I do have, I think I have 2 clients right now that are both financial advisors. I do have a lot of accountants as well as clients. Sometimes as like a trainer, I can kind of figure out which jobs pay the most based off of what kind of clients I sign, which is interesting. Buy silver? That skyrocketed since you bought it. Yeah, I mean, gold and silver is always going to be a safe, well, not always, but you know, it's a safer investment in terms of like growing against inflation and stuff like that. I'm trying to remember if I have any silver. Everyone thinks the beauty is getting rich clients, and that's cool, but helping younger people with higher future income potential is better because you can actually watch their wealth grow. Yeah, honestly, I think that'd be really cool to watch too. It's kind of like the same thing with me with like training. Like, it is really cool to like help. Oh man, I already lost that. Rip. To like help an older person be able to, you know, move again. That's like super rewarding. Like that's like one of my favorite parts about the job. Is being able to like help people move, because I do like corrective exercise, like I said, and that's a lot of like mostly older people or like injury and rehab and stuff. But one thing I really do love as well is helping younger people understand how to move correctly, and you know, teaching them technique and stuff like that. Like I just signed a new client who's 17, and like just the ability to learn on the go is just insane at that age, because he's willing to, you know, basically do anything in terms of like, okay, yeah, I'll do that movement even though it's hard and like I don't understand how to do it, but like he's still willing to try. It's like you know, like the saying like you can't teach an old dog new tricks. It's not necessarily true with people, but it's a lot easier to mold somebody who is young because they haven't done it a lot before, versus somebody who is, you know, older, who, you know, might have those bad habits, right? Also, reset is in just a couple minutes, so I gotta use these. I used to buy a lot of specialists collector's coins from all around the world. Without 1 year, they're almost always like 50% of the values. Some are a lot more Chinese oriented coins. That's cool. Can't donate silver bars, rock. All these rich people and Gainz donation bar still at 0. That's funny. That'd be cool if you could donate silver bars. I don't know if you'd want to donate that. All right, let's see if we can get past rank 200 today. You can make money charging an annual fee or per hour, or a percentage of money under management and commissions on mutual funds and other products. The more license you have, the better. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. I know that, like, I saw this one video of somebody that was talking about like how to pick your financial advisor or something like that, and they were like, if they charge you like a percentage, like that's the worst deal you could ever have, because like by the time you get to like your like retirement age, and like over the course of the time that you've worked with them, the amount of money you've paid them in terms of like the percentage like just grows rapidly. Because, you know, like 1% doesn't sound like a lot, and maybe it's less than 1%, but like say it's 1%, like 1% isn't a lot when like you're 20 and you have, you know, $5,000 in your account. But when you're, you know, 60 and you have 10 million in your account, like that adds up quite a bit, you know. Casper with the donation. How much is that in USD? I think is that 15? What is a DKK? Yeah, I appreciate that, Casper. That kind of looks like a, or that's kind of silver. Or I guess it's blue. Might be a little colorblind, I guess. I appreciate that, man. I'm number 1. Yes, you are. You are number 1. You should be like on the top of the list now. Yep, there you are. Right about here. Also, I forgot to collect troops on my farm accounts. Danish crowns, gotcha. That makes sense. So does that mean I have 100 crowns now? That's funny that they're called crowns. I gotta collect my troops. There we go. Because they have a crown depicted on them, the opposite side of the queen. Oh, gotcha. That makes sense. I'm trying to do Sunset Canyon on my farm accounts right now, my phone. It's like taking forever to load on every single one. Because I'm trying to bump up my main account here. Oh, nice. I'm ranked 6 already? Sick. Depends on what they do for you in terms of service. Under SEC rules, all fees have to be justified. Let's say if your investment, do it yourself, type maybe try on your own and see how you do. But yeah, that makes sense. Aren't people petitioning to fire like the president of the SEC? Glad I saw that today. You have an advisor who has taken your wealth to 10 million. I don't think 1% is problem. That's true. That is very true. I mean, like, obviously you would be missing out on some gains, but if they've gotten you that much money, like, it's probably justified to pay them a fair share, you know? I think that would be definitely justified. Alright, what place we finish with? 4th? I'll take that. We'll have to reset here. I'll just close out real quick. Nice, got some speed ups. Love seeing these 60-minute speed ups in here. Casper the goat. Hey, Casper. Dropping another donation. I appreciate it, dude. Bastion grind time. Oh, I don't know if I finished my bastions yesterday. Crap. Man, oh, I think I forgot to do a couple. Hey, Casper, I appreciate that, dude. I'll toss some emojis in here for you. Oh, also, I was able to add some new emojis for like my members. Let's see which ones did I added Pepe crying. I also added Dwayne Johnson. I thought that one was pretty funny. How's the map looking? It's looking really good for us. I'll show you here. So let's see. So we don't have any fighting right now. We're waiting for the zone to open up. But our allies are the purple here. And they were blocked pretty well at the beginning, and then they really made a big push into 1781. 1446 did drop Imperium like right away after the fighting started, but now this is where they're at in terms of field. So 1781 is trying to hold on with the passes here, or like right where this pass is, trying to hold on so they can enter this zone higher up. Otherwise, you know, they're going to be at a huge disadvantage when the zone opens up with 1v. So that'll be really interesting to see if 1446 can burn them out of here before the pass opens. So you got 7 days to do that. So there should be enough time to burn them out as long as they can do it so efficiently. But there's a lot of room here that they can, you know, back fort and stuff like that. And on this side was decided pretty quickly. 2050 was locked in relatively quick. They didn't really stand much of a chance against our allies here, 2112. 2112 is still Imperium, but 1446, like I said, did drop Imperium. So now it is 2112 and us as Imperiums against 1034, who is still probably not going to drop Imperium this KVK. Yo, Plato, what's up, dude? Welcome to the stream. We're kind of just hanging out here. I've been barbing and also hitting with my farm account right here. Let's get my troops back yet. Yep. Yeah, this is still crazy to me how many troops my farm has. Oh, nice. Shadow Legion. Sick. The funny thing, I wasn't even in this alliance when we did Shadow Legion. You're fighting 3 kingdoms at the same time in my farm's kingdom? Wait, your farms are in a different kingdom than your main account? What? Ah, gross. Oh, come on. The 2 worst things. Yeah, Plato, it's been pretty boring so far. And like I just showed, we haven't had any fighting yet. So basically just been, you know, sitting in the ruins, doing AoE barbing. See this over yet? Yep, alright, this can head home. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty much just been waiting for our pass to open, which is still another 7 days away. It'll be June 20th. So I'll be streaming like all day June 20th. So make sure you guys mark your calendars. I'll probably put like an alert or like a stream schedule up for that. But I'll probably be streaming like all day that day. Yeah, next zone is going to be a lot of fun to watch. I mean, we're going to be able to fight 1v regardless of where they go. Because if they go on this side, I mean, they're touching both sides. They could go either way. But if they want to go with 1781, they could do that. Or they could go with 2050. Personally, I think they'd be better off going with 1781. I think they fought better than 2050 did. So I think that's probably where they're going to end up going, is this way. But they really could go either way. So it'll be interesting. Now, I'm excited. I've been waiting for a fight for a long time. It's been a long time coming for me. Should probably get my farms back out here. That's the thing I hate, is having to control my phone and my PC at the same time. Which I'm going to have to do in KVK to kill off all these troops, especially this infantry. Like 4.3 million troops, most of it T4. I should upgrade these things too. Hey, Golden Keys. Another donation. Thanks, man. Small business support donation. Keep up the great work. Future has a bunch of these coming in rapid succession every few seconds. Hey, I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate all your guys' donations. It helps support my channel so much. Because most of my earnings come from donations. So all of you guys that donate, I really, really appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much. And Golden, let's connect too. I want to talk more about business stuff. So we should definitely chat on Discord. If you want to send me a message, I'll put my Discord here in the chat. So it is Gainz Gaming #3335. So if you want to send me a message on Discord, that way we can connect on there. Otherwise, you can message me in game as well. Either one works. So let's definitely connect on that because I want to chat with you more on business stuff. You guys are looking like Justin in here. All right, perfect, Golden. I appreciate it. I'll look out for your invite here. I'm really excited for KVK. We're gonna have a fun time. Are you gonna be doing any rallying or garrisoning in this KVK at all? Helps run the same kingdom. Exactly. Yeah, it definitely helps. Definitely doesn't hurt, that's for sure. Also, I don't know why my farm account still isn't in an alliance. I requested to be in one a while ago. I'll just request again. I'll request to join one of our top alliances here. That way I can actually get honor for our coalition. I'll just apply to everyone in our coalition. Someone has to accept me, right? What's our coalition called? Alright, now I just need to get troops out. My tech won't be high enough to get this KVK? Oh, gotcha. But if I catch a weak city slipping out, well, perfect. I'll be on the lookout for that then. I'm sure we'll have the opportunity to rally some cities for sure. Yes, I did go to Ruins. I had my Lancelot over there. So my Lancelot's on his way back. Gotta get my next troops out. Oops. I don't know why it keeps on trying to send, oh, I should change the formation of my Boudica as well. I'll do that real quick. I don't know why I have ranged on there. Going triple line. So far, Plato, just the pop-ups. That's all I've done. So my tech is very, very, very low. But if we do get enough donations, I will do like before our fight in zone 5 or zone 6, I guess. If I get enough donations, I will max what's it called? The why do I always forget what that bundle's called? The good one. the crystal tech bundle. Oh my gosh, not foggy brain. Whatever the crystal bundle is, I would max that one out if I get enough donations for it. Also, I don't know why my the goal on the bottom there, I don't know why it's not updating. It should be updating. Let me see. Gotta go to Streamlabs. Mountain Warfare, thank you. Yes, Mountain Warfare. That's what I would max. There we go, donation goal. Okay. Oh, that's weird. I don't know why it's not resetting or updating. There we go. Alright, now it's updated. Hey, I'll talk to you later, Ghost. Do you have the 1080p on Rock PC version? I only have 900p. What do I have? Let's see. I have 1280 720. I could go full screen, but I don't really like full screen because then I just got a second monitor today actually. So when I get that set up, I might go full screen on one side and then have my like live chat on the other side. Everyone keeps hitting me in Lost Canyon. Me too. Hey Casper, I'll talk to you later, man. I appreciate the donations and your time in here as well. I hope to see you in future live streams. I really appreciate it, man. Yeah, Lost Canyon, like right now I have my my best set of gear on my Richard. So I only have 3 sets of gear on my Lost Canyon March, or like on my lineup, so I'm not expecting to stay very high on that ranking. Same with the Sunset Canyon too. Like I finished rank 4 here for my farm accounts, as you can see. I do not see the N79 next to my name, not gonna lie. Sometimes it's easy just to see lower power than go for it to kill, not realizing it's friendly fire. Oh, so people like in our kingdom keep on hitting you? That's not okay. I thought you just meant like in general. They should know better than that. It is friendly fire? Man, that's too bad. Wonder if I can get this up to 1,000 kills before our pass fight. That would be cool. That'll be my goal. Casper, a small donation just so you have to go and change it again. I appreciate it, man. Good night. Sleep well. You're funny. Casper's dominating that list. He's got 3 of the top 5. I appreciate it, dude. I hope to see you when we're fighting. That'll be a lot of fun to watch. I'm just hitting PLA in 1v in Last Kingdom. I'm just trying to hit people I know I can beat. Alright, Casper, I gotta go change the donation now. Oops. There we go. Need to finish my infantry set. What's your infantry set at right now? I have really just 1.5 infantry sets. My Scipio is obviously on my Richard right now, so this is my main infantry set. I'll be leaving this for a while, and then I have my Guan here as well. And I do have 3 iconic crystals to put on somewhere as well, so I gotta figure out where I want to put those. I'll probably, before our fight, in a week from now, so on next Tuesday, it'll be will be our long stream, which will probably just be streaming all day. I'll probably get like gear set up. Probably won't be doing much crafting. I don't think I'll do any crafting. Or maybe I'll try crafting a ring just for the heck of it. See if I can crit something. Because I'll need a 4th ring anyway. So maybe I'll do that on that stream. And then if we crit it, then hey, we'll be able to use that in fighting. If not, we'll just keep it for whenever we are going to use it. So, Casper, you're gonna have every spot on the top 5 donations here soon. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I really appreciate it. All right. Updating it again. Here we go. There we go. I appreciate it, Casper. It means a lot to get donations. Because I typically don't get a lot of donations on my stream. So whenever I do, I really appreciate it. This is actually one of the most profitable streams I've ever had. It's crazy because like sometimes like I'll watch Chiscool's live streams, and he'll make like what I make in a month here in Rise of Kingdoms in like 5 minutes from donations, and I'll just be like, oh hey, I got a $5 donation last week. I'm really excited about. I think that's the difference between like bigger streamers and smaller streamers is that like literally any donations like mean the world to me. Which obviously like as you like, I mean Chiscool has what 200,000 subscribers now. I have barely over 5,000. There's a huge difference between Chiscool and I and the other big streamers. But yeah, any donations I'm very appreciative for. Honestly, I thought about it, but I felt bad for Golden. Hey, maybe Golden will take you out when you go to bed. Maybe he'll take the top 5. I need the arms and the foot and the shield of the Eternal Empire, but I'll probably wait to get KVK currency to get the hammer and the helmet. Nice. Yeah, that's a good plan. I'm actually in the middle of making a video about how much Chiscool makes. Oh, interesting. I'd be interested in watching that for sure. I mean, like, you can do, like, estimates. Like, there's apps that, like, estimate how much money YouTubers make. Obviously, like, there's trial and error because, not everybody just makes money from AdSense, like, from ad revenue. You also have to add in the sponsorships that he has, too, like, with Call of Dragons and other video games that he's played. And I have a couple sponsorships that are wanting to work with me, which is awesome. I'm super excited about that, to partner with some different some games. But yeah, that's one thing to take into account too, is like sponsorships and donations are also huge. Hey, Plauto, member for 5 months. Yeah, I feel like Plauto right now getting all these donations. Yeah, Social Blade, yep. The big difference is that your content is more genuine and better, honestly, at least in my humble opinion. See, that's what I try to make my content about. Like, I'm not a big spender. Like, I'm VIP 16. Like, I'm not a whale. I don't spend a ton of money in the game. Like, the reason why the way I've built my account as mainly free to play, like, I didn't really start spending until like literally last KVK basically. And so most of my account progress has been pretty much free to play. And so that's kind of like the mindset that I take into creating content. And like, I don't make a ton of content directed toward mega whales. I direct it toward people who don't really spend on the game because that's how I play the game. So everybody's a little bit different on how they make content. But that's kind of what I aim for. You just crit a ring? Holy crap, dude. Lucky. I want to crit a ring. I have 3 rings and I have 0 crits. I have 3 crits total. No, I have 2 crits total. I crit my Horn of Fury, which I wish would have been our ring. That would have been way better. And then, of course, I also crit... Like, when I was crafting these, the Dragon's Breath Fan Braces, I was like, watch me crit the one thing I don't care about critting, which was these gloves. And I was like, of course Lilith is going to do that to me. The one thing I'm like, I don't care if that crits. Like, I don't need it to crit. You're 2 out of 3? Holy... My goodness, dude. You're making me feel bad. I'm sitting over here 2 for 22. You're over here 2 for 3. My gosh. I'm happy for you, though. I'm always happy for people that get crits, because never happens to me, so someone else has to get it, right? 2 out of 3 on just rings? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Well, you enjoy that. I'll enjoy my horrible luck. It's funny because people are always like, oh, I bet you have streamer luck. I know. I have horrible luck in this game. It is so bad. Man, 2 out of 3 on rings. That's just crazy. I can't imagine that. The amount of extra value you get from that is just... You're like 12 for 32? Wow. Because, like, the amount of value you get for a crit ring, like, that's absurd. And I'll probably wait to put my iconics on until I craft that ring. Because I don't know if I'm going to craft another horn, but I will for sure craft another ring. And I think when I craft it, I'll see if I get, like, if I somehow get a crit. Somehow. If I get that lucky, then I'll be able to, you know, put an iconic crystal on there and then throw it onto one of my other marches and have a crit ring, right? But otherwise, I'll just let it sit on my bench and feel like I wasted a ton of resources and materials. So we'll see. So make sure you guys stay tuned before the pass opens next week, next Tuesday, because we'll probably, I think the pass opens around like 9-ish a.m. around my time. And so we'll probably start the stream around like 8:15, 8:30 or so. Probably like 45 minutes before the pass opens to get everything situated. Get runes and stuff like that. Set up my marches, my auxiliary skills, all that kind of stuff. And get all that stuff figured out. So if you don't want to see that, feel free to just come on when the pass opens. But if you do want to see me get set up and stuff like that, and hopefully crit that ring, make sure you guys are there a little bit earlier before the pass opens. I'll send out a reminder on like my community page of when that will be. And I'll probably also try to schedule that stream ahead of time, so that way you guys know exactly when it's going to be. That way, if you want to like wait before it starts, you can do that. Because thankfully, YouTube allows you to do that, like schedule a stream, and then you're able to like have people wait in that stream for you. For that stream to start, which is a really cool function on YouTube. My ring is 0 for 4, so my next one is a sure one. What are you gonna choose for it? Are you gonna go calves, archers, infantry? I feel like for me, I want to go calves, but if I I mean, part of me wants to eventually be able to garrison a rally at some point, maybe. Like whatever that looks like. Because, you know, like I have some stuff invested into Tariq and Pakal. So, like, if I do crit a ring and I get it for infantry, like I'll have the ring and the horn crit for infantry, which will be perfect for rallies. And so that what makes me want to crit on infantry, just to basically get a second crit infantry piece, rather than having like one crit for infantry, one for calves. So I mean, I think it's better on the calves, but just in that case, it makes me want to go infantry. But I do regret doing infantry the first time around on the horn. That's a thing. And so that's why I'm kind of like figuring out where I want to go with that, you know? Calves for sure. Yeah. Yeah, because a crit ring on Nevsky is just, oh my gosh. I crit my infantry ring, but I didn't record it. I was mad, but I have a crit for Nevsky and Guan now, and an iconic crystal. Wow. That's my next goal too, to crit a horn for calves. Nice. Yeah, because like for me, like this is my infantry set. So like if I wanted to, I could basically refine all of these. I mean, I'm 0 out of 10 on all of them. But I mean, I could eventually get this to the point where I could be rallying. I'll never be a garrison. I'll make that clear. Like I will not invest in garrison commanders. But like Tariq and Pakal, I would invest into because you can still use those open field. But like Tariq, I have at 5211 because I did take some Mightiest Governor heads in my last kingdom. And then Pakal, where do I have him? I have 3231. So that's like what? So it's like 5211. So basically the same investment as Tariq. So Tariq Pakal, I mean, it does get countered by Dido now, but it's still a really great rally. Hey, Eduardo. This is my infantry set right now. I have it on my Richard for AoE barbing, but this is my main infantry set. And then I also have a second infantry set in my Guan. Not as good. I might be upgrading the boots and the gloves before our KVK starts, so this will be a little bit better. And then I have my Nevsky set, which is really, really solid. Just no special talents, unfortunately. And then my Boudica set, which I'll be sticking here for a little while, just because the revival set is still really good. And so I don't want to get rid of that just yet. And, you know, the weapon is great. The boots are great. I had the ability to get the full dragon set, like everything dragon breath set. I just haven't, you know, bit the bullet on that yet, just because I don't want to spend that many materials on it. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. But I do have a good amount of materials currently. Let's see. Yeah, so 300, about almost 400 of all these. I guess I have these to open up as well. Might as well open up these while we're on stream. I usually don't hold these, but we just had different events for them. Oh, nice. No bones. We have these as well. We'll open up these. 9 crystal keys. Okay, 1 chest piece. These are awesome. I love the Shadow Legion bundles. That's solid. Alright, now let's combine all of our blueprints. Actually, let's do this first. What do you want? We'll go with 45 here first. Yeah, it's really too expensive to be a garrison captain. When I was at my peak, I think I spent 50k in the game 1 year, and in that year I couldn't put together everything I needed to be one. Wow. That is crazy, dude. That really goes to show like how expensive it really is to be like a top tier rally or garrison captain in this game. Like it's really hard because not only now do you need the commanders, you need the equipment, and now you need the armaments. And on top of that, now in this KVK, you also need the auxiliary skills. So not only do you need the garrison commanders to be expertise, but you need all of the other commanders to be expertise that you need for auxiliary skills. And so it's just getting more and more expensive like as the game progresses. So it's crazy how expensive it's gotten to be a rally garrison, even open field. Like it's gotten so much more expensive. I mean, obviously like Lilith needs to make more money, like they want to make more money. and so they're going to implement more things that can make them money. So it makes sense for them. There's more variables for us to enjoy or not enjoy. It really depends on the person, but yeah, there's always things that are changing in this game, which is one thing I like. I enjoy the grind aspect. Like that's why, like that's one main reason why I have so many farm accounts and I don't like buy resources, because I enjoy the grind. Like I enjoy being able to have a farm account that's like this grown up essentially, with 4 million troops in it. I like being able to grind for that, and so you know that's what I enjoy, you know. Also, we should look to see if we have any bastions. Nope, I don't like these. Change these out. Let's see if we can find a barbarian one, because we're doing barbarians. There we go. Nice. I'm surprised we haven't gotten like any gems from these. Like we've gotten almost no gems from these barbarians. We've gotten lots of speed ups. Speed ups are looking nice. I've stopped expecting anything more from the game, so just whatever's free or added value is just a bonus now. Yeah, I feel that. Means I can play this until it closes. That's true. Yeah. That's why it makes sense to become a content creator. You get the tax write. Exactly. Like people don't understand that. Like anything that gets spent is a tax write-off. Like that's, even if like you're not a successful content creator, like everything you spend is a tax write-off. Like all you have to do is put in some effort to make some videos and you know, like be able to spend the money and not feel as bad about it because it's a tax write-off. And like your business doesn't have to be super profitable by any means. Like, I mean, mine's more profitable because I don't really spend at all. But I know some people that like they spend more than they make in Rise of Kingdoms here. And so, you know, everyone's a little bit different, but that's why I decided to become one, eventually make enough money to have my account be self-sustaining instead. Yeah, exactly. An expensive habit that you have to hide from your wife. Oh man. Alright, I'm gonna grab a refill of water. I'll be right back. I'll turn the music here. I'll be back in like a minute. Alright, I'm back. Had to fill my Brita filter too. Finally got led into an alliance, jeez. How much honor did we miss out on for me not being accepted into alliance? Let's see. 7,000 honor that I gained waiting to be accepted into alliance. Hey, Lambo Raid, what's up? How's it going, Lambo? How'd your stream go? Were you spectating KVK, right? Hey, Plato's back. Got the Giga Chat in the chat. Do you guys see I put some new emojis in here too? I just tossed all the emojis for members right there. We've just been grinding barbarians on my main and my farm, just grinding honor. Getting tons of honor here. Because, you know, farm accounts are basically just unlimited AP. So I've just been... Forgot about this quest. I've just been, you know, hitting barbarians and enjoying the extra resources from it. Bit of everything. Spectate, did some Marauder Forts, Armament Chest. Nice. Do you get robbed by Esmeralda? I feel like I never ever get good results with Esmeralda. She always just robs me. Like, I don't think I've ever had good results from Esmeralda. Like, honestly. Like, I've just always been wrecked. It's depressing, because, like, it's so expensive, and you get nothing from it. It's just like, what the heck? I don't understand it. I mean, like, if you're, like, Lambo, obviously you're a whale. And so you're gonna spend the gems on it. For me, like, I don't have many gems. And I'm gonna be spinning the next Zooge wheel again. Because I want to get as much value from the wheel as I can. I still am at 5111. Because I've been debating if I want to make a video on him. But I feel like this point it's just oversaturated with so many videos. I don't think it's even gonna do very well. So I don't know if I'll do it. She robs me blind. I know it and I still do it. It's so true. Yeah, it's so sad because you know it's going to happen, but you still do it because you're like, oh, maybe this time it'll work. Maybe this time I won't get wrecked. And it's so frustrating when like earlier today I did it on my main account after reset. I just did like the freebie and the 50%, and I got a research speed and a building speed. And I guarantee you when I do it on my farm account, it's the free one. I don't do the 50%, I just do the free one. But when I do the free one on my farm accounts, I'm gonna get a 3 legendary on like my 8th farm account. I guarantee it. What keeps me playing Rock? I think a large majority of it is the community. And it's a fun pastime for me. Like, I enjoy playing video games. Specifically, like, I enjoy mobile video games. I don't really enjoy console as much. I've just always been more of a mobile gamer. And so, like, I enjoy the mobile aspect, that it's on my phone, that I don't have to be on my PC or on a laptop or on a console to play. I can play anywhere I want. I also like the grind aspect. A lot of people don't like the grind, but I do enjoy the grind aspect of the game. Like, I was free to play for most of the time I've played the game. Up until recently when I started doing YouTube, that's when I started spending some of the money I was making. Still like in a profit, but, you know, spending some of my profits. But that's kind of what keeps me playing. Esmeralda's house up to 70 and got wrecked. I can get 5th ring as soon as KVK map opens. Nice. Iconic from Canyon Shop 2. I need 18 materials to craft that ring as soon as the map opens. That's awesome, dude. I was talking earlier that I have 3 rings right now. Because this is my 4th Season of Conquest KVK. and because I did migrate backwards to a KVK2, which I do regret because it was horrible for my account. But this will be my fourth season of Conquest KVK, and so I'll be able to get my fourth ring, and hopefully we are able to get the special talent on it this time. We're 0 for 3 right now, but I'm hoping we get that fourth one. That way we don't have to craft the fifth, but you know, chances are we're gonna have to craft the fifth to get the special talent. I did 100, got resource packs after 100, just robbery. Yeah, it's just crazy. And the funny thing is, everybody knows that you get robbed by Esmeralda, but we still do it. I don't know what it is, but we still do it. Alright, what am I in honor right now? Still in the 200s. My goodness. See, I need to be doing this with more than one march if I really want to be serious about getting honor. Because doing it with just one march is... like, you have to do it like all day long to get an adequate amount of honor. Without having to spend like tons of AP, you know? What's the most you spent on Crystal Tech? The most was last KVK. I did pop-ups and then one... this is bugging me so much. I keep forgetting the name. Mountain Warfare. One Mountain Warfare and then pop-ups. So not a lot. And then obviously like the 5, like the crystal mine speed. What's up, Chilsey? What do you think about the new infantry skin on the Canyon shop? I think it's pretty much trash. Unless you're running 3 infantry marches, it's not worth it. If you're running anything less than 3 infantry marches, you should not buy it. Because, I mean, the... where is it? Right here. So, you get 10% infantry defense, which is good. But I don't think it's that much better than 5% infantry health. Especially because the infantry set is so heavily defense. I'll show you here. It's on my Richard for barbing. Like the set gives 38% infantry defense. Or like my gear right now. 38% infantry defense. And I have 10.5% health. And so I'm losing, like I'm not losing, but I don't have a lot of health on this set. And so gaining 10% extra defense and losing my 5% infantry health from my city skin I'm using right now, which is a gingerbread house, which loses 5% archer attack, which isn't bad at all, but losing 5% cav health is not good. So I don't, or sorry, cav attack. I get confused because it's green now. But I don't think it's worth changing the defense, which you already have an abundance of defense on the infantry set for the health that you're already lacking, because infantry needs more health, it doesn't need more defense. Plus you could use a 10% infantry or 10% defense token and basically get this on top of your 5% health, because you know, I mean, 10% infantry defense versus like 15% infantry defense isn't a huge difference. But if it were like 10% health versus 15% defense, you would totally go for the 10% health, not the 15% defense. So you have to look at it in different angles in order to understand like what it actually means, you know? And I did make a full video on why you should really be prioritizing health. Like everybody knows, like everyone says like, oh yeah, health is the best stat, you should go for health. But I actually made like a full detailed video of why it's actually better and how much better it actually is. Because it's way more important than people realize. Yeah, infantry never gets health. Yeah, exactly. Because the more percentage that you have of a stat, the worse it is, or the worse it gets. So like a 10% incremental change is not that much when you already have 40%. Versus when you only have 10% health and you add 5%, that's a much more incremental change than like 40% going to... how did I lose that already? What the heck? What was I saying? Oh yeah, going from like 40% defense to 50% defense is not as big of a deal as 10% to 15%. I had 56% defense on my infantry. Exactly, yeah. Like, it's so much defense. I had 50% infantry, set full legend, set infantry. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so unless you're running 3 or 4 infantry marches in the field, I don't think it's worth it, because you're not going to get that much of a return anyway. But even then, like, you're probably better off going for the 5% health, because you're just going to get better value from that. So that would be my recommendation. Ooh, I like that. Also, I gotta get my what's it called? My tech up on my farm. Jeez, my troops are dying so fast. Probably because I have no tech at all. That would probably do it. I use 2 infantry, 2 cav, 1 archer. Yeah, that's absolutely perfect. Lilith's trying to be slick because they know we're tired of looking at the same skins in the shop. Well, the thing is, they're like, hey, we got you an infantry skin, and it sucks. It's like totally on par with them just absolutely hating infantry and like not giving infantry anything. And it sucks because like the biggest like piece of advice to be like in the early game is to go infantry main, but then the late game you get absolutely screwed because infantry gets wrecked. Because like you have cavalry that beats infantry, which should not happen. Like Nevsky Joan is going to beat every single infantry set or every single infantry pair. And then you have archers that are now beating cavalry, and you have like, unless you're using a 1v1 Sargon, which is obviously like a dueling only commander essentially, like you're going to lose everything. And so it just sucks being an infantry player because you lose a lot of value. I'm not using BlueStacks, I'm using my phone actually. So I have my phone like right in front of me, and then I have my PC. I just got a second monitor today that I need to set up still. I just got it from Best Buy on my way back from work. Today was an expensive day. I got new tires in the car, got an oil change, bought a new monitor. Like it was an expensive day today. So I need to set up that monitor yet. Don't have a good archer set, but I'm working on it. Go for the revival set. Revival set's really solid. For the amount of materials you have to put into it, it's probably the best set in the game. For like a low cost set. It's really, really good. Because like you could run full revival set and you'll do very, very well in the field. Like you don't absolutely need the Dragon Breath set. And honestly, like sometimes I would say like the cost of the revival set, and the stats you get for that versus the Dragon Breath set, and the stats you get for that, it's probably better to go for revival in terms of the cost. I have an infantry player, but I switched. That's smart. You play rock on 7 devices? Thought about 2, yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah. I think I'll craft full revival. Yeah, I would recommend that. That's what I started with, and then I just slowly started adding some Dragon Breath sets. After I finished up my other sets. That way it's not like starting with Dragon Breath. Like you start with a good base, get them special talented, and then as you have the materials for them, you start investing in the Dragon Breath. Yeah, archers have the best balance gear for sure. Do I want to go here instead? I think I can probably do better here. I could potentially get 3 here. Oh crap, that one's running away. Hope one of these two move toward me. Oh, never mind. Oh wait, maybe this one? That's gonna be hard. I might just go for this one. That's kind of far away. Alright, we're gonna try it. Probably, oh my gosh. Why are you running? I'm probably gonna lose this. Alright, let's see. Look at that. Connected. Boom. I want to hit 40,000 honor. Well, I think, like I said before, I think I need like a second march to be able to do that. I have so many training ones. Alright, well, I'll have to look for a training room then. Because I think, yeah, we got the training buff, so... I have 8,000 honor on my farm already. Well, I guess I'll have to wait until one of these gem farmers are done. Probably like 20 minutes though. Much time do we have left on here? Oh crap, only 43 minutes. Where's the note? Or oh, it's way over here. Alright, well, you know what I'll do? I'm just gonna head back home. I'm gonna use my farm as like a taxi. I'll just return everything home and I will just bring my Richard into my farm account. I'll just teleport my farm account over there, use my Richard to grab it, and then come right back. There we go. Genius. Also, we should probably look at some technology here. Get these out of the way first. I'm gonna say no travel scenes at all. Just one. My gosh. Alright. Where are we at with tech? Still trying to finish these ones up. These are so expensive. This is like as far as I've gotten. I'm trying to get Skillful Operation 2 finished up. Someone knocked Casper out of the top 5 so he wakes up and comes back. He'd probably like feel like something like shifting like while he's asleep and then come back and be like, you gotta fix it. That'd be funny. Watch him still be in here and be like, I'm still here. Still 3 minutes out. Let's open some of these up. Might as well. While we're waiting. Nothing. Gross. I don't think that's an upgrade, but we'll lock it just in case. Nope. Alright. Got epics. Crazy going for top 20. No, I'm not going for top 20. I don't have enough time or AP to do that. I'm just trying to get value. Oh, we got two inscriptions. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh. Welder's troops have a 10% chance to gain 50 rage whenever it takes skill damage. And then 10% chance to reduce the incoming skill damage by 20%. Holy crap. Alright, well, we'll lock that. And my wife is calling me, so I'll be right back. I'll turn the...
I give you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.
Alright, I'm back. Alright, we'll get my farm account, then we'll head over. Well, I guess I have to wait for my farm account to get back to. A little bit further back. Holy crap. Alright, still have to wait like 2 minutes. But yeah, in Inferno, I do have a good amount of AP, but like the amount that these guys have spent so far in AP is just insane. Like I'm at 36,000. I think I've probably spent 40,000 AP so far. So quite a bit of AP already, and I'm only at 30,000 honor. I might be over exaggerating a bit. I would have to look at my calculations, but yeah, I mean, I think I've spent a fair amount of AP. Alright, do we have Duke? I got Dask in here. What the? How much time do we have left? 36 minutes. We should be good. Hey, what's up, Aries? Ever heard of Kingdom? I think I have heard of Kingdom 2990. What seat are you guys in? Yeah, true time consuming, just get some value. Exactly, yeah. I mean, like, the amount of speed ups I've gotten, I think I've gotten like 3,000 1-minute speed ups since we started. And like, I think I was at 0 here. I was at like 5,200 here and like 113 here. So I've gotten a good amount of speed ups already. And the resources are nice as well. You know, just loading up on all those. Where's the training? I hope that's an old marker. Oh my gosh, it's an old marker. Are you serious? Bro, seriously? It's wasted a teleport. Rip. You have 3 coins too? Nice. What? Why isn't it updating? I teleported. That's weird. My troops aren't really right now. That's really odd. I teleported away. Should I try sending my troops out? What the heck? Oh, is it showing now? There we go. Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna get this free value here quick. And then I'll head over and get some, a training room. Because I still don't have Duke. I still gotta wait. Hey, Mitch, what's up, dude? Long time no see. How you been? We've just been grinding some barbarians in here. Grinding some honor. I got my farm account here too to help out. Because we're trying to grind up past where is it? Yeah, we're trying to get past 1v. We've closed the gap to 500,000. They started off really hot, and like the I think the top couple people are all from 1v and 1034. So we're trying to catch back up to them and surpass them here soon. So that'll be our goal here. So I've been grinding some barbarians on my farm accounts. Like I just joined the alliance and then just kill as many barbarians as I can. Can I ask about the best marches in KVK2 for Wales? You can out with 2 marches, 1 infantry, 1 cav, 1 archers. I have full build and max commanders. Oh, nice. I actually have a full video on KVK2 commanders. I believe it's also like categorized by spenders as well. But I mean it's a little bit different. Now if you're thinking about like oh, I just got duped. Like if you're thinking about also conserving sculptures for Season of Conquest, which I would highly encourage you to if you haven't already maxed everything. But obviously like the top commanders in the KVK2 are going to be like Saladin, YSG, Alexander the Great. Constantine is great in a garrison. Who else do we got? El Cid is pretty decent in KVK2. Mehmed is awesome. Who else do we got? I wish you could categorize this by like by season. That would be really nice. But yeah, I mean those would be like some of the top commanders. For pairings, you could go Saladin Ethel. That's a really solid option. You could also go like Saladin YSG. I've done that before. Saladin Khan. Saladin Double C isn't as great. Minamoto Double C is pretty good. You could also go with Charles Alex. It's a really tanky build. You can go with Charles Constantine for like a super tanky, like buffing march. You can put Richard in there with an Ethel as a secondary. That'll be kind of like something that people don't want to hit, but you had that Ethel to get a lot of value. Just don't mention Edward. Yeah, I mean Edward, even in KVK 2, he just isn't that great. Which is saying something, because it's the only time you'll ever use him, and he's still not that good. Alright, I'm just gonna train here real quick before we lose Duke. So, I'm gonna do that real quick, then we'll get back to chat. Using up basically all the speed ups that we just got from barbing. just from doing bastions. That's like one reason why I hate bastions, is because you just use so many speed ups from doing the good ones. Because you want to do training, but it's so expensive. And like I feel like everything that I do in terms of like gathering in KVK, I spend it all on training. It's literally all on training. I know I'm overtraining a little bit. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. But I'm just trying to rush because I don't want to hold Duke for too long. Because we don't have much longer on the buff. So I'm just trying to get through this as fast as I can. Whoops. So I'm not being as efficient as I could be with this, but I'm just trying to go fast. There we go. Alright. Should be done. Let me get in here.
Going on, I can't keep track of them all. From people dropping a bomb to people putting up walls.
Alright, I'll get back to chat here. Marches would be Saladin Khan, Alex Sun Tzu, Charles YSG, Ethel, COND, what's COND? Constantine? Yeah, those would be solid marches for sure. I'm gonna get this AP recovery. Charlie Bastioning, only one commander that I couldn't do in Heroic Anthem. Thank you. It was really bad to search on YouTube. Most of the videos for free to play or low spenders. Yeah, I think I had one video that I can't remember what I titled it, but I had it categorized by free to play, low spender, mid spender, and high spender. So if you wanted to go watch that, you can kind of hear my rationale behind it as well, like a deeper dive through it. So if you want to take a look at that, feel free. Also, while I'm on my farm account, I should get bastions unlocked so I can do those. Because I don't really care about good value on my farm accounts. Like just for the crystals is decent. Because that way I can get more tech to hit more barbarians. So it's kind of like a win-win. Spend some speed ups on training and stuff like that to get more crystals to be able to hit barbarians easier and not have to do it with my main account. That'd be really nice. I just need that 90 commander Charlemagne missing. Oh, he's the only commander you don't have. You could spin the leadership wheel for him. I think he's on that, right? The nice thing with my farm accounts too is that since I don't craft on them, I can literally just donate like materials. I don't care at all. It's really, really nice. But I don't like donating resources. That's what I don't like doing. Yeah, I mean, it really depends on which bastion he is. Or which one he has. Because like if it's his, let's see. Yeah, I mean honestly nothing's here is really good. So yeah, I don't really blame you. It's not really worth it, honestly. Yeah, I mean, there's not really any reason to do it. He is quite literally the most worthless commander in the game. I guess the only thing would be like an achievement for it. But even then, like that's not worth your gems, unless you're like Chis School where you have literally every commander expertise and the wheel comes up and you're like, well, the only thing I can do is spin Charlemagne. You guys remember when he did that? I remember watching that. That was so funny. I'm waiting to be 0 so I can quit. Mitch, what kingdom are you in now? Hey, Sniper Tom, what's up? I was looking for gem nodes. There we go. Alright, I can teleport back over. $15.85? Okay. What seed is that right now? Would you consider buying the crystal quests? Definitely, yeah. It's very, very good value. I would encourage it if you're going to be spending, yeah. I might pick that up eventually. I think it's like 15 bucks, right? Should be low B. Nice. That's a pretty solid place where like you get fights, but it's not like all mega whales and super laggy. Is it 20? I thought it was 15. Did they up the price? Yeah, it's 15 for the Crystal Quest. Yeah, I've really only played in A Seed and Imperium Kingdoms. So I don't really even know what it's like to play in a low seed. Or lower seed, I guess. V seed isn't really that low. Like, you'll still have people that max crystal attack there. Hey, Mitch with the 10 bucks. I appreciate it, man. We'll take a look at your kingdom here. You said 1585? Oh, you're in Season of Conquest right now. Oh, no, you're not. You're in off-season. Whoops. Alright, let's see here. What do we got? You King Mitch? Got 8.6 billion power. There's Mitch. There he is. 3.5 billion kill points. Solid. Such a cute dog. I remember seeing your dog. I think you have pictures of him here, yeah. Mitch is the best noob ever in rock history. That's funny. I hope I can surpass you in kill points this KVK. Because my goal is to hit 4 billion. You can be king? Let's see it. Let's see you be king. Yeah, 24 million dead. Nice. 215,000 health times. Holy crap. That's like... Is that double mine? That's literally double mine. Wow. That's crazy. That's impressive. Yeah, that's solid. I mean, one thing that I've been... The only thing I don't like about Imperiums that make me like potentially want to go to like a B seed, like not like anytime soon, but like eventually if it continues, is just the lag. And like I understand that's part of the game, but like last KVK was probably the worst fighting experience I've ever had in terms of the quality of fighting. Just because the lag was just so bad, it was like unplayable for most of the fighting. And like it was just frustrating because, you know, you'd send your troops out and you wouldn't be able to move them, and all of a sudden it would refresh and your troops would be dead. And like it was just like, okay, well, there goes like a week worth of farming down the drain in 5 seconds because I lost connection or something. And like it's not my internet, it's just the game being laggy. And, like I understand everybody else is laggy too, but like you're the one that got unlucky to get hit, you know. But yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about Imperium. Like I love the community here. Like 1079 is an amazing kingdom. Like I highly encourage people to come here because it's a great community, great kingdom. A lot of fun playing here. How did I lose that? What the heck? I don't know why I did that either. I shouldn't have connected to that. That was not worth it. He messaged the king to pass it to you. That's frustrating right there. We'll head over here. Let's look for more bastions. Oh, I didn't even see that we had this. Whoops. Alright, Mitch, let me know when you got it past you. I'll go check you out again. Yes, 1079, that's where I'm at right now. You love it here too. We fight hard, but off season we relax. It's nice. Yeah, that's awesome.
With their nails done now.
You heard about the Mega Whale account that got stolen by his pilot? What? No, I didn't hear about that. What? Where was that taking place? Alright, we're gonna give up on that level 49. It's your lucky day. I'm migrating in 1 month. Maybe I check that kingdom. Hey, awesome. Yeah, feel free to check us out. We'll be out of KVK in like a month. Let's see. Yeah, 36 days, 37 days basically. We'll be out of KVK. So if you want to check us out then, feel free. I mean, we won't be in Imperium for sure by that time. We'll be out of Imperium, so for sure check us out. On my new tab, I don't have the lag issue anymore. The new chip doing the magic. Even Redline didn't have lag in 1254 playing on his M1. See, I have a brand new, or not brand new, like I have a newer iPad. And like even now, like after the last update that we had, like I still had issues. Or like even like right now, like my phone and my iPad crash at random times. Which is really weird because I've never had that issue before. Like I've never had it crash. Like I've had lag before, but I've never had it actually crash on me, like to the point where it exits the game. And so it's really odd. It was like just after the update too. And a lot of other people on iOS had that issue. It wasn't just me, which is weird. Like more people had that issue. So I don't know what it is with the new update, but something with the servers is weird on iOS. Some people said if you deleted and re-downloaded it, fixed it. So I might have to try that out. Because mine like crashed a couple times yesterday even. Like I'm still having the issue, so I don't really understand it. It's nice having a real relaxing kingdom. I was in 1875 and it was awesome, but I can't spend like that. Yeah, that's totally understandable. Chisco got the crashing issue too. Yeah, I don't understand what it is. Also, how's my Richard dying? What am I at? 240, what? Might have to work on some healing here. 4 donations away from Casper being taken off the donation list. Let's do it. That'd be funny. I guarantee you he'd wake up from his sleep and be like, someone took me off the list. My game crashes a lot lately. Yeah, it's so odd. I don't understand it. I gotta figure out how to heal my Richard a little bit more here. Gotta hit sooner with my farm account. I'll move. There we go. Man, I went from 270 to 241. I'm losing my 50% expansion. I literally still have it from Osiris League from yesterday. I just didn't want to return home because I don't want to lose my expansion. I might just have to hit like a really low level barbarian and just let it heal itself up. Hey, golden keys. Poseidon. Why isn't your in-game name Golden Keys? Or your YouTube name Poseidon? I want to see you get 2.5 billion kill points as KVK. I think you can do it. Alright, we're going to try hitting this level 41 barb and just try to heal ourselves up. I'll just hit with my farm account like at the last second to get credit for the kills. It's a long story. Originally I purchased it, an account, and it went left. Oh, gotcha. That's too bad. Essentially I was ripped off and had to change my in-game name. Oh man, that's too bad. Sorry to hear that. Mitch, F you Casper. Hey, thanks for the donation, Mitch. I think Casper's rolling around in his sleep seeing that. Alright, sorry, I'm back. He's gonna be pissed when he wakes up. I hope he watches back and sees this. That'd be funny. Yeah, he's what, 3 away from being knocked off the list now? The funny thing is he almost tried to knock off Golden Keys here too. But thank you, Mitch. I really appreciate it. I gotta update the donation goal here. I don't know why my Richard's dying so fast. Oh, I should have tried to connect it here. I didn't even see that barbarian. Oh, I didn't see your message, Mitch. Hope he ups me. Yeah, I hope so too. That would definitely help me out a ton. I think I talked about it earlier. I had to get new tires today, so that was a big expense that I was not expecting to get. I'm entering the Warriors Unbound KVK. Do you know anything about it? So I haven't played that one. That one's brand new. I haven't played it yet, but I heard it's a lot of fun. A lot of fighting. I think it's similar to like Heroic Anthem and Siege of Orleans, which I don't really know how I feel about Siege of Orleans, honestly. Mainly because like the power that swarming has in this KVK is just insane. Like you literally can't reinforce stuff if people are swarming the flag or the whatever you're defending, because it's just the skills, auxiliary skills are just so strong, especially when you get to the third one. Like it's just way too much, in my opinion. I think it's too powerful to the point where it's like you can't even defend anything if people are swarming. And I don't think it should be. I don't think swarming should be that powerful, especially when you get into like the tech tree at the end. Like when you get all the way over here to like swarming, like it's just it's so overpowered, honestly. Like too overpowered. I should get some tech going here. We'll finish up the Cavs. So I have to finish up all these here. I need to get these all to level 10. So we'll work on those. I do not expect to win any of these because I don't have any gear on like half my marches. So I'll probably lose both of these, but I do not care. Oh, and I won somehow. I literally only have gear on 3 of the marches there, so. More training. Well, not gonna do that one today. Ooh, there we go.
Alone, I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm
Alright, there we go. We got the Crystal Tech goal updated. We're at 57%. It's awesome. You can't do Quench Blades level 10 without doing Call to Arms 1 level 10. And you can't do Call to Arms 1 without Skillful Operations. And you can't do all Skillful Operations without Karat's Report. Yeah, the tech trees I absolutely hate. Yeah, I'm just trying to get to here. Which then I need this, which I need this, which I need these. I finally got Attack Formation to level 7. Which is expensive in its own right. And these are just so expensive. Like 500k for each one. I can do 2 more. Like I can finish the archers here next, but then I still have to do all the siege, which is just as expensive. So I'm gonna be lucky if I even get all these done for KVK. Or for the fight. But I will be able to use all these Kahar bones. So what is that gonna give me? That's 25 times 45k. Let's see. So that's 1.1 million crystals. Plus you add in like what I get daily. Hey Ghost, what's up? Then add in bastions too. Oh, and we'll also have what's it called? Level 2 Kalkarat coming up here soon. That should be like tomorrow-ish. Tomorrow, 2 days. Then we'll get the dark altars. Altar of Darkness, I guess. Same thing. Hate verifications. Ooh, should we open up these? Compensation chests. This will give me a lot of speed ups. Let's see, so we're at 14,300. 113,000, 1,413. Let's see what we get. 1,200, some resources. So it gives us like 33,000, 3,600. Yeah, about 3,500. That's solid for considering that it was literally just trading in all these useless stuff I don't need. So might as well, right? Still at 230k. I don't get it. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Back in a sec. Alright, I'm back. What do I think is the best civilization for a farm? Let me take a look at the civilizations real quick. Because that's actually one thing I need to do is fix my farm accounts. Because I honestly haven't really looked at civilizations on my farms. That's something I've actually been meaning to do for like the last couple days. So this is actually a good opportunity for me to actually do that and actually see which one makes the most sense for like late game farms. Because it's a little bit different like at the beginning versus at the end. So let's see here. So if you're using APN farms, Germany is solid, but most people aren't. So let's see what do we got here. Japan is really solid. I think that's what I have in my farm accounts is Japan. Because you get 5% resource gathering speed, which is really solid. What else do we have here? Yeah, I mean, something you could consider is if you are specializing each farm. Like, for example, if you are having one farm only gather stone, then Byzantium is great for the farm account that only gathers stone. Or, like, if you have one that, let's see, only gathers, there's one for wood, I believe. Yeah, right here. So France for wood. And then if you're doing everything, which most people do everything on their farms, Japan would be the one to go for the 5% resource gathering speed. So that'd be good for like the pit. So that way, like if you're gathering gold in the gold pit, you're getting a 5% bonus on that. Rather than if you were anything else, you're either not getting the bonus or you're only getting the bonus for a specific type that you're gathering. Like wood or stone, for example. Like for me, I typically gather everything on my farm accounts. Like I don't only gather like stone on one account and then wood on one account and food on one account. I gather everything. Some people do like to specialize. I personally don't. I don't think it's all that important to do that, and so I don't. But if you were going to, that would be the way to go. How'd you get 75% bastion boost? Only at 59% in like level 7 or 8 basically on all my bastions. Yeah, I did the first thing I did before I did any bastions, I maxed out cultural exchange and treaties. So I maxed that out immediately. Like on day 1. That was the first thing I maxed out after like obviously reducing the cost. The first thing I did was the treaties and cultural exchange because in the long run, it's definitely worth it. Versus if you wait to do them, you're gonna lose out on a lot of crystals just from your mine. Because you know, like for example, if you're at 59% and I'm at 75, like that's a 16% difference, almost 20% difference. Like that's almost like the what's it called? Like the $5 bundle. Yeah, the crystal mine work speed. Like that's almost half of the crystal mine work speed that you're getting just by prioritizing it right away, you know? And plus I have gotten a lot of training speed or training ones, which definitely helps a ton. Been thinking a lot. 7 farms, 2 farms that's not yet City Hall 25. Yeah, so if they're not City Hall 25 yet, you could go for the ones that are going to help you with building. But obviously with farm accounts, it doesn't really matter a whole lot because you know you don't really care about speed ups on them, so you're willing to spend the universals if you need to on your buildings. But obviously, if you want to be a little more productive, you know, it makes more sense to go for one that's going to help with your gathering rather. I want to join that from that far away. I want to make them wait. Oh, you went for attack stats because that would be fighting. Yeah, see, that makes sense. If we were fighting, it's totally different. But since we're not fighting, that's why I went to the economic route. Because right when they announced that we were fighting 1v and I saw the map, I was like, oh, well, we're not fighting till at least zone 5, till zone 6. And so that's why I was like, well, I'll just go full into economic technology then, because I don't need any attack technology besides hitting barbarians. And so I also went for barbarian tech because I was like, well, I'm gonna be hitting barbarians, but I'm not gonna be hitting like other people. So I got the barbarians to 7 as far as I could, and I got plunder as far as I could. And I haven't even like really gotten into here at all because we don't need any of it. I'm using T5, but I don't really care for the healing cost because 0.5% is really nothing. Same with Call to Arms. I could go into more of that, but I don't really need to right now because I have that expansion on my Richard. I just need to heal him now because he's suffering a little bit here, so I need to hit some lower level barbs and heal him up. I have not maxed Huge yet, no. He is sitting at 5111 currently, so I'm waiting for the next wheel to start putting more into him. Because I'll be spinning that again to probably either 45 or 70, depending on you know, just depending on when the fight's going to be. Because I think, I'm trying to think, we actually should have the wheel like right before fighting. So I'll be doing that wheel and then maxing Huge. Like right before the fight. On the good side, I guess I have attack formation max, so that's something. That is something. That's a lot farther than me. Like mine is, what, 7 out of 10? Yeah, 7 out of 10. How many crystals have you spent so far, Golden? Getting to improve morale. Oh, yeah, I know. Improve morale is horrible. Yeah, I mean, this is like the goal to get to, but it's just so hard to get to that. Let's see, what am I at for crystal spent? There we go. I'm at 34 million crystals. Also, I just looked. My farm has gotten 1,500 gems from helping out my main account here, as well as 10,000 honor. So that's awesome. Alright, let's see. What else do we have for bastions? We got 4 left. We need a Kahar, so let's try that. If you guys don't know this trick, make sure you have a barbarian next to your city when you summon these. And then hit the barbarian, because the barbarian only costs 80, but the Kahar costs 200. So you hit the barbarian and then you chain it into the Kahar, and it will aggro the Kahar, and then you'll be able to get it for 130 less AP. So this is a little trick if you have not used this yet. So you can see here, it'll kill that pretty easily, and then it'll go ahead and hit the Kahar. Yeah, 60, almost 61 million. Wow. You're almost twice mine right now. That's crazy. Have you, I know you're asking about, where is it? Oh, it's in here. I know you're asking about the advanced treasure here, the crystal quest. This is definitely worth it. If you have not gotten this yet, you get tons of crystals here. Like, especially toward the end, like, you get tons of crystals. So definitely worth it if you haven't already. Yeah, and you can chain a lot doing that too. Like the most I've done, I've gotten like, this is like toward the end of KVK, so it's, you know, a little bit like better tech and stuff. But like to the point where you can like chain probably 10 of them for like the cost of one barbarian. Like it's crazy. And you save so much AP doing that. I'm going in archery and working on Boudica. Should I stop? I don't know if I would stop. Unless you have her like 5-1-1-1, then maybe stick her at 5-5-1-1. I don't know if I'd say expertise her unless you're super close. 5-5-5-1 is really solid for Boudica, so you don't necessarily have to expertise her. She's obviously better at expertise, but you don't have to expertise her. Alright, we're gonna join this rally. Waiting on lock S levels to get a ton of crystals at once. Only level 15. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, nice. That healed us a ton. Look at that. Yeah, Ghost. I would say that too. 5-5-5-1 and then max huge. That's what I would recommend. Golden, are you going to use mostly T4 or mostly T5 this KPK? Because I know you're what, like 75? 77 million power? I'm probably going to start using T4. Especially if we're going to be fighting 1034, because I don't really want to drain all my resources in the first fight. Because I'm really low on food, wood, and stone. Like gold I have plenty of, but I'm going to run out of these resources first. What level am I on for the Crystal Quest? I'm on 20. Yeah, I mean, doing this helps for sure. Sovereignties, troop power, barbarians, obviously. I'm close to getting the barbarian forts too. I'll probably get that tomorrow. Everyone now saying Guan about to be pushed out of the meta. Next infantry commander will replace. Yeah, I agree. I think Guan will be out in the next 6 months. So I've been telling people not to invest in Guan if they haven't already. Because at this point, I don't think it's going to be worth it. Because I don't think he's going to be around long enough to warrant the gold heads you have to put into him. Which is tough, because Guan has been a great commander since I started playing the game. I'm gonna have to buy at least 3 billion of each resource because honestly I was a lazy farmer. Probably use a mix of T5s depending on how hard the fight is. Next is calves. Yeah, it'll be calves and then infantry, I think. Yeah, Golden, I think the next fight will be pretty tough. I mean, if we're fighting 1781, it'll be a lot easier. Not that they're going to be easy, but way easier than 1034 for sure. But I think I'm going to wrap up the stream here, guys. We're coming on 4 hours now, so I'm going to be wrapping it up here now. I appreciate everybody here who hung around and chatted, especially people who donated too. Huge shout out to Justin, Mitch, Golden, and Casper for donating. If I miss anybody, I appreciate you guys as well. Thank you for everybody who helps support the channel, not just by donating, but by watching too. I appreciate all of you guys. So once again, thank you guys for being in the live stream and hanging out with me today. I hope to see you guys next week when we live stream the pass opening. we'll be live streaming for a long time on next Tuesday. So make sure you guys stay tuned on June 20th. Hope to see a lot of you guys there in the live stream during that fighting. So once again, if you guys enjoyed the live stream, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications so you don't miss another live stream in the future. Once again, thank you guys for joining. I'll see you guys later.